collect code for tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. Be sure to say hi. We are here. We are about to sell a lot of records. A lot of really good records too. So, welcome. Got some new Funkos too. We might show those right off the bat. I'm also getting some stuff put in sleeves for you. So it's a lot easier for me to show and tell you what we got. Some nice looking stuff here. So we went and bought a couple really killer collections in Arkansas. And that's what we're going to work on probably half of tonight. We're going to be selling. I'm getting some stuff put in anti-statics that we're going to be auctioning. Yeah, the crate of new vinyl on the counter is what I'll take first. Let me get started getting everything shared. I have a lot of people's like, oh, I have plans tonight. I've heard that before, and they usually end up here anyway. Usually their plans get canceled. I'll go ahead and take that right here. I'll lay these up there. Tonight's newest new vinyl. I'm going to show it first. Still trying to get stuff done. I was hoping I'd get down here early enough to go through some of this, but it's okay. Got a few things I'm going to auction that I've looked at. I still got to clean, and that's what I'm putting in anti-statics right now. And then I'm going to show you those. And then, of course, the awesome collection, awesome crate of Japanese vinyl we just had. So, all right, let me get all this. This will be the last one I need a sleeve, Queen. Some of our stuff that I posted on Facebook, I was like, we got to get these in nice sleeves and before we start auctioning them. Okay, now I'll start getting everything shared. I'm going to go ahead and start showing records, though, while I'm sharing stuff. That way, y'all aren't having to wait for me. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me go over here to Facebook right quick. The CSN. Yeah, probably some of the first stuff I was putting on Facebook I was going to auction first, so I can. That's really something I wanted to keep to. I collect a lot of different versions of that record, but as you know, I'm probably going to let it go. All right, so first we have Rush Time Machine. This is $89.99. Rush Time Machine 2011, live in Cleveland. That's a 4LP, $89.99 for Rush Time Machine. I got those back in. Here's the feed. This is what I'm looking for. Let's sell a whole lot, or let's share that. Now let me copy the link. Let's see, copy. Now I can comment that in a few places. So, yeah, Rush Time Machine 2011, live in Cleveland. That's $89.99. Go ahead and be showing a few things while I'm getting this shared. Back in stock is Dio Killing the Dragon. That's limited edition 20th anniversary on red and orange swirl vinyl. $36.99 for Dio Killing the Dragon. $36.99. Let me get this comment posted. So I've got the link posted. Now let me post it here. I'm doing a lot of posting. If you don't mind, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching on Facebook, please share anywhere you can. Anywhere you think you can share, please go ahead and do that. I'm getting this link in a few places. And there's where I shared it in the group. Now I just got to do it on YouTube. All right. Let me get our YouTube link. Yeah, Dio Killing Dragon, $36.99. Here's a good restock that I didn't realize we were sold out of. Cake Fashion Nugget, $33.99 for Cake Fashion Nugget. We've got those back in. It looks like I've got... Okay, yep, there's that. Let me go over here to Instagram and post this on our story. Eddie Pasir wants the Rush Time Machine. That's a a good decision. Anybody else need one? I'm live. I'm almost got to where I need to be. Right there. Okay. Link. Live now. Okay, chat. Now, we're ready to sell records. Okay, so first thing, we got Kevin Moore on D.O. Killing the Dragon. I'm going to lay this up here, Tanner. D.O. Killing the Dragon until we get a few things moved. There's my other phone. I'm going to need that. Eddie Pasir, I believe I have you down for Rush Time Machine. Rush Time Machine, Eddie Pasir. I've got you down for that. And I think we're caught up now. So yeah, Cake Fashion Nugget is $33.99. I've got 3 of those back in stock. Going the Distance, Frank Sinatra. That was a big release when that came in. Paul Brothers also wants a Rush Time Machine. We have another one over there on the shelf, I believe, in our box sets. We should, unless we sold it. We should have one more Rush Time Machine. Tracy Miller wants a cake. I've got to take my phone off low battery mode. There we go. Cake is sold to Tracy Miller. I'm going to go ahead and get our first auction started of the night. We're going to go ahead and do a couple things that was shown on Facebook. $89.99. Yeah, $89.99. Let's see. Dio, Master of the Moon. This came back in stock. Yes, Cake is on black vinyl. Dio, Master of the Moon is back in. We had a waiting list for that. Trent Tipton, your Dio, Master of the Moon came in. I do have one more to sell. Dio, Master of the Moon. And Johnny Thunders is back in stock. And that was that Start Your Ear Off Right colored vinyl exclusive. $29.99 for Johnny Thunders. And Johnny Thunders, there was 2 people waiting on that, White Akins and Jason Kenton. Someone just asked about Days of the New. Days of the New was an allocated title. I'm trying to get more of them. Lawrence, we had like 28 people pre-order it. We only got 5 copies in, which was highly unusual for a non-limited edition music on vinyl pressing. Here's what I can say on that. I'm going to keep everybody on the pre-order list. I'm trying to get them from other places, but everybody else, they haven't been easy to get. That is for some reason, been a hot title. When I saw they were pressing that on vinyl, I was like, whoa. And I was expecting it to be limited edition, but it's not. So there'll be more come in, though. I did not have enough for everybody. The Best of the Grateful Dead. Hey, they actually sent me one that's not in beat-up condition, but that's $44.99. The Best of the Grateful Dead, 2 LP, Grateful Dead compilation, and I sold out of these before I could show it, so here's one I can finally sell you. This is Chicago's Greatest Hits, $29.99. It's a picture disc version. Also, from Start Your Ear Off Right, the Start Your Ear Off Right exclusives, $29.99. Scott Smith wants the Grateful Dead. Let me go ahead and get our first auctions of the night started. I just put these in new, crisp, fresh sleeves for you. This is some stuff that I posted in the Facebook Hype sticker. But as I said in the post, the records we have for the rest of this week are insane. I was looking through the crates we have tonight, and literally, it's one of those nights, and guys, y'all have watched enough sales, where everything in the crate could almost be auctioned. It's just everything is, they're either in mint condition, they're promo copies, or they're just stuff we never get too often. It's one of those kind of nights. I'm going to try to even some of it out. We're going to go through some other new arrivals that we had from last week that we never did go through. But tonight, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, you're going to see some really, this is what happens after we buy some new collections. Just amazing records. So the first record of the night is a really nice copy. I've got to clean this one. It was already pretty nice looking before I've cleaned it. I'm going to grade it EX Plus to near mint minus. It's a really nice copy. It's a gold stamp promo of Queen, The Works, original inner sleeve, promo copy. Well, gold stamp promo, the label isn't. I'm not for sure if there is a promo label on this pressing. That is a $30 start. And I've had 3 people now ask me to auction this off early. And so I think at least 2 of them are watching. I've already seen their comments. This is Crosby, Stills, and Nash, self-titled. This is the Nautilus Super Disc, and it is mint. This is the Nautilus Super Disc. You're going to be seeing me show a lot of Nautilus half-speed master stuff. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is going to be a $50 start, by the way. Nautilus Super Disc or audiophile pressings. This is near mint minus. Mint minus, near mint minus, that kind of ballpark. It looks unplayed. Nice cover, glossy, no damage to the cover either. That's a $50 start on the CSN Half-Speed Master. So let me go ahead and sleeve that one. Where's my sleeves at? That's our first 2 auctions of the night. But yeah, it's one of those weeks. It's going to be one of those nights and weeks where things are just kind of, we got so much to sell. It's kind of incredible. So, all right. I think I missed a couple claims. That is Chicago 9. Yes, Scott Smith wants the Grateful Dead. Do you care to move these top 2 crates so we have our ledge built? $30 bid on Queen, $50 bid on CSN. And we got a restock of Chris Cornell Hits Collection. I think it's actually called just self-titled, if you want to get technically. I call it the Chris Cornell Anthology. It's a 2LP Greatest Hits, $49.99 for that. We got a restock of Mazzy Star, So Tonight That I Might See. Mazzy Star is $36.99, and there was 2 people waiting on that, which is Adam Stein and Yvette Vergara. Adam Stein and Yvette Vergara, $36.99 for that. We have a $50 bid on CSN. That's the high bid right now. Chris Rio is at $50 on CSN, and James McGowan's at $32 on Queen The Works. Mazzy Star is $36, and we finally got, I was worried we weren't going to get any more, but we did get the Silverchair Lives back in stock, and the waiting list for that was Chris Carrick, Walt Cruz, Paul Brothers, Brent Rabley, C. William Pop, and Scott Smith. 4 of those 6 people got a Silverchair Live, and I have 2 copies left. That is a limited and numbered, clear and white marble. When I seen we could get these, I was kind of surprised because I'd never seen it. I didn't see it advertised for Record Store Day, and that's because we were told it was a UK Record Store Day. I have 2 of those left. Silverchair Live is $39.99. First time I've got to show these live because we keep selling out before I can get to them. This is the newest Rush album that's back in stock. Rush Permanent Waves, $39.99. Rush Permanent Waves, $39.99. We've been waiting on those. This is, that's all I have left, and we had a waiting list for that. Steve Howe, Matt Hamilton, Paul Brothers, and Scott Fairchild. Those are the people who just got one, and I have these remaining for $39.99. Okay, Queen is at $32. Then we had $33, $35. Yes, CSN, we already have a $50 bid with Chris Rio, Kevin. We already have a $50 bid. This is near mint minus. This is a top copy. Nautilus Super Disc of Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Kevin, we already have a $50 bid, so you just tied Chris. Brent Hall's at $36 on Queen. John Sheehan wants a Rush, Permanent Waves, Spirit of the Radio, Free Will, Jacob's Ladder. Great album. This is the 180 gram. I think most of the Rush 200 gram, they're done with those. If they make any more, I'll be surprised. We have some Rush 200 gram that was in those collections, and they're very expensive. So just FYI. Okay, I'm going to show a couple of Funkos just so I can get them off the table. But we have some new Funkos. We have Jackie Robinson, Brooklyn Dodgers. They even made them number 42. That's $14.99. We have the Joker. I'm not for sure what series this is from, but it's a pretty interesting looking Joker there. That's $14.99. Here's a new release for this week, which is the Assassin's Creed with like the video game artwork. That is $24.99. And we have a new release from last week that I don't think I ever showed, and that was Journey into Mystery. Or excuse me, yeah, Journey into Mystery, which is the comic book that has the first appearance of Thor. That's also $24.99. That's a few new Funkos we've got in. I've already seen a couple claims on them. Let me lay these right here. Okay, so Carlene wants a Joker. We've got that pulled for you. One more time, this is a crate of new vinyl for tonight. We have Cake Fashion Nugget, $33.99. I have 2 of those left. Dio Master of the Moon is $31.99. Johnny Thunders on red vinyl is $29.99. Chicago Greatest Hits, technically Chicago 9. Look at this song listing. Just You and Me, Saturday in the Park, 25 or 64. I've been searching so long, Color My World, Wishing You Were Here, Feeling Stronger Every Day. Does anybody really know what time it is? Make Me Smile, Call on Me, and one of my favorites, Beginning. So good. It's amazing the amount of hits they had. Chris Cornell is $49.99. Same thing for this guy. I have Let me read the track list if I need to. Mazzy Star is $36.99, Silverchair $39.99, and Rush Permanent Waves. You need that in your life. $39.99. Is the Rush same master as the one on the box set? I don't know. I would say yes. They really hadn't put out new mastering for their stuff in quite some time. Excuse me. I got John Sheehan on Rush, James McGowan 37 on Queen, Kevin Squires 55 on CSN. Doug Jeppesen wanted a Rush. I have not pulled that yet. There's a Rush for Doug Jeppesen. Chris Rios at 56 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Then we had 60 and then 60 again. Carlene got Joker. Then we got Paul Brothers. We've got you an Assassin's Creed. We've got you Assassin's Creed pulled. Michael Nath on Silverchair. Michael Nath on Silverchair. That's pulled for Michael Nath. Steve Howe wants Master of the Moon. Dio, Master of the Moon. Trent Timpton, yours came in. Kevin Moore also wants a Dio, and that was the last one I have. Kevin, if you're okay with a waiting list, we'll put you on that. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is at 65 with Kevin Squires, and Chris Crowley also wants a Rush. Debbie Blair, yes, Chicago came in last week, though. You probably have already been invoiced for it. If not, it was something we got in last night. All right, so I think they're done on Queen, but I'm going to remind everybody that it's up for bid. James McGowan has Queen the Works. It's a gold stamp promo, near mint minus, VG plus cover, original inner sleeve. This has Radio Gaga on it. I want to break free, Radio Gaga. That's at $37, going twice, going 3 times to James McGowan. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is now at $70. Anybody else? How many more crates of new vinyl do you have tonight? I've got this one, and I'm probably going to go back through the stuff from last night, and that's it. Tomorrow, Thursday, as of course you know, our biggest night for new vinyl. That's what we have coming up next. All right. Kevin Moore on the waiting list for Dio. Yes, Kevin Moore on the waiting list for Dio. I'm getting my auctions lined up for tonight. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and go through a crate of really good stuff from these last couple collections. I'll tell you kind of the backstory. Like I said, there's some stuff in here that's probably auction worthy, but at this rate, we're going to go through what we can and, just straight price stuff. So, I went to Arkansas and bought 2 collections. I went to West Arkansas. I was pretty much in Oklahoma. I mean, when I was eating at Cracker Barrel right before I went to my first stop, there was Oklahoma Sooner stuff in the Cracker Barrel. And I looked at Google Maps. I was like, holy crap, I've drove completely across the state. Of course, I drove through the night and then through the morning. I really didn't know where I was at. I just put it in Google and take off. And then I went on my way back to Tennessee. I pretty much stopped on my way back before I even finished that day in West Memphis, Arkansas, and bought another collection. So what you're going to be seeing is the product of 2 collection purchases, about 1,500 albums total that I went and got over pretty much Sunday, Monday. And that's what's going to be available for tonight, along with some other stuff mixed in, including new vinyl and Japanese auctions. Okay, Janie's in on Queen at $40. Jane's in on Queen at $40, so that's a new bid, a new bidder. And Crosby, Stills, and Nash, high bid on this is Kevin Squires at $75. Chris Rio says he's out. John Stites, let me know if you're out. Kevin has that for $75. Everything in here is new arrivals. First come, first serve. Sticker price. If you're watching for the first time, $7 in limited shipping. Anything you want to buy. Fishbone, Truth and Soul. This is 2014 on green vinyl, $29.99. Fishbone is on green vinyl from 2014. That is $29.99. John Stites back on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Let me know if everybody's done bidding on Queen. Janie has that for $40. Genesis Abacab is $19.99. Genesis Abacab is $19.99. Go-Go's Beauty and the Beat. Go-Go's Beauty and the Beat. Like I said, this might be one of those crates where this is really good new arrivals. I love buying new collections. We have plenty already in the back to sell, but when we buy a new collection, everything kind of gets filtered, the best stuff, and it makes for some really good sales for y'all. Just like Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll, $24.99. All these John has cleaned and inspected today. So, wow, that's a really nice looking record. About a VG Plus cover, but nice copy there of Joan Jett. Can't get enough of her stuff. They're not in print either. I've never seen the Kansas Historia de la Musica Rock. I've never seen the Kansas one. This is essentially a Kansas Greatest Hits, 1999. And we have Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick, and this is a nice copy. It's not the original newspaper cover, but it's near mint minus. Jethro Tull, Thick as a Brick. All right. James McGowan's out on Queen. I think, Janie, this may be going to you. Going twice, going 3 times. Queen, the works, $40, gold stamp promo. And then Kevin Squires is back in on Crosby, Stills, and Nash at 85. First claim out of here was Yvette. Yvette Vergara got Fishbone. She is LMLV77 on YouTube. Robert Johnson, you were second. Brandon Jackson, you were third. Brian Hummel, you were fourth. Joe Gabriel was first on Joan Jett. Joe Gabriel first on Joan Jett. Tracy Miller second. And John Stotts is at $90 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. 15-second warning on Queen. Christopher Cross, Every Turn of the World, gold stamp promo, $9.99. John Cougar Mellencamp. It's always kind of a tough title to say because you kind of have to pause to say it. $19.99 for John Cougar Mellencamp. Clarence Clemens and the Red Bank Rockers, $19.99. Clarence Clemens and the Red Bank Rockers Rescue. That is $19.99 is the Rush 200 gram. The Rush 200 grams, from what I'm seeing, are no longer in print. No longer in print. This is $39.99. It's 180 gram. From what I understand, the 180 gram are no longer in print. $100 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Okay, we can go ahead and sell our first auction tonight. That's sold to Janie Ellenberg, Queen the Works for $40. That's sold to Janie. I'll go ahead and also, if you saw the hype video, we've also got a lot of Japanese pressings to run through. And I mean a lot. We have a whole nother crate over here. So I'm going to be slipping those in along with new stuff from this collection because we have like 7 crates set aside this week of new Japanese pressings. We went through an entire one last night. Here's auction number 1 out of there. This is a near mint copy of Styx. Kilroy was here. This is a $35 start. $35 start. Japanese flip. Top copy. Y'all know what I'm going to say. The vinyl is near mint, pristine. Styx. Kilroy was here. $35 start. Nice copy. Very, very nice copy. That's a $35 start. Okay, back up to the top. 100 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Debbie wants Kansas, and Chicago Picture Disc is not on my invoice. Then it must have came in. We must have pulled one for you yesterday, so it's probably on this week's ticket. So Debbie gets Kansas. Marty Kramer, you were second, because we had some come in yesterday, too, that I showed, but we didn't say. Kevin Squires is at 105 on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. John Stotts is out. Is Rush pre-order in stock? Yes. We have 2 copies of Rush left. Let's see. All right, and then have you ever had Blank Back introducing the Beatles up for auction? We sold one on eBay last year. I had one on eBay forever. We finally sold it last year. Belinda is $19.99. Belinda Carlisle. We have themes from hit TV shows. Themes from hit TV shows. Kojak, Happy Days, SWAT, MASH, Good Times, Welcome Back, Kotter. That is $19.99. Greg Brummett wants a Rush. I now have one left, and it has a light seam split. I have one left that has a light seam split. So I only have one more of these left if anybody wants to grab it. Greg gets Rush. Patrick Carter on Belinda. That's sold to Patrick Carter. Stephen Chesney's at 35 on Styx. Final call on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. This is at 105 with Kevin Squires. Final call. There's been about 4 bidders. It's come down to him. He's the last person standing. Rush, Belinda Carlisle, 35 on Styx. Brad Faust was first of the TV shows. Walt Cruz, you were second. ELO on the 3rd day, $19.99. Nice copy. Very, very nice copy. ELO on the 3rd day. We also have Triumph, Just a Game. Triumph, Just a Game, $24.99. Another nice copy. Black RCA label. Journey Escape, US copy. Highly requested. We don't have these just laying around in our bins, okay? I know it's a multi-platinum album, but they just don't come through too often. Journey Evolution, $17.99 for Journey Evolution. Has some writing on the cover. I'm not for sure if that's a name or... yeah, that's a name. Van Halen, Women and Children First. This is a prime example of something we could auction. It's $54.99. It's a near mint copy, and it has the poster. That does have the David Lee Roth poster in it. $54.99. Van Halen, Women and Children First. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is sold to Kevin Squires for $105. Styx, Kilroy was here. $35 to Stephen Chesney. That's going once, going twice. Should we go ahead and auction the Kiss record? I mean, we might as well, right? Several people have inquired. I told you probably the first the first things we're going to auction are probably the ones we had on Facebook. This is a 1977 UK pressing of Kiss Love Gun. Red translucent vinyl. This is 77 pressing from UK on Pi. $135 start. VG Plus cover has a couple creases here. Nothing too, it's one of those UK covers that's kind of laminate, so it kind of creases or flexes quite easily. But cover's okay. Vinyl's really nice. Vinyl is really nice, and if you've checked this on Discogs in the last 24 hours, you'll see there's not really a lot for sale. There's none in the United States. And the last sold was more than I'm asking for a start on this one. Not something we get into often. This is a 77 UK pressing of Rush Love Gun. $135 start on that. Back up to the top, Eddie Pasir wanted Rush. Eddie, this last one I have, if you're okay with it, it just has a light spine crackle at the top. If you're okay with that, that's sold to you for $39.99. Joe Valentine wants the wants the Van Halen, Women and Children First. John Stites, I've got Crosby, Stills, and Nash in stock if you want one. I've got the Crosby, Stills, and Nash one-step in stock if you want one. So just let me know. I can show it. I have 2 left. Jared Koski wants Journey Evolution. Wow, no one's claimed Journey Escape yet. $19.99. Chris Rios at $138 on Kiss. We can go ahead and sell Stephen Chesney, Styx. Stephen Chesney gets Styx for $35. That was kind of a surprise. Wow, what do we got up? We got Kiss. We might as well go ahead and do Rat Out of the Cellar. Wow. Oh my gosh. With Obi. He said, sorry, that was a mistake on Rush. Okay, never mind on that. Rat Out of the Cellar with Obi. I don't know how many Japanese pressings we've sold without an Obi. A lot. I don't think I've had too many with an Obi. This is Rat Out of the Cellar. Near mint pristine. Just FYI, whoever buys this tonight, I am going to listen to it. Because I think I've had these before, but I know I've had them before, but I've never listened to one. This is a nice copy. Japanese insert, also pristine cover. Look at this. Unbelievable. $70 start. Rat Out of the Cellar, near mint, pristine copy. Rat Out of the Cellar, Japanese press. Okay. Mistake on Rush, so we have one that Crosby, Stills, and Nash one step is $134.99. I have them right over there. I've got 2 copies left. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. I opened up one myself. Dirty Dancing is $19.99. Original Dirty Dancing soundtrack. We sell the heck out of the represses. That is an OG, just $19.99. Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. It's on a reissue label, or it is a reissue, but really nice condition. $19.99, earlier album from his. Huey Lewis and the News, picture this. Huey Lewis is $19.99. And we have Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. $44.99 for Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. This is one of my favorite albums. I think y'all know this is kind of what introduced me to music, was their compilation. It was actually so far, but one of my favorite groups. I did open up one of these. I have filmed an unboxing video, but I hadn't posted it. But now that I've listened to it, I can attach a video on the end giving my review. I really like it. Of course, I'm very partial to it, so I may be, a little biased, but man, it sounds great to me. The bass in it is what set me aside. You know how those couple of songs really have a strong bass in the background, giving a groove. Really stands out. $134.99. I have 2 left. John Stites wants one, and I have 1 more left. And I can get more, but I only have 2 more. They're $134.99. And of course, we also ship for $7. And I think sometimes if you order through some of these audiophile pressings, we may be a few dollars more than getting it through the website. But we included in your $7 shipping, so you're actually probably getting it a little cheaper. John Stites wants one. Randy, let me know if you want one, and the other Mr. Chris Rio. Kiss is at $150, $70 on Rat. Tracy Miller was first on Dirty Dancing. That sold to Tracy Miller. Michael Nath was first to claim Led Zeppelin. Nice copy. No damage to the brown paper back. That sold to Michael Nath. John Lang, we've already sold Led Zeppelin. Randy Davis on CSN, and Chris Rio, you were next, and so was Paul Brothers. If it's okay with Chris and Paul, I'll have to put you on a waiting list because he just asked about that before you, Chris, on that. But I can get more. I was looking at it last night, so let me know. Pat Benatar, live from Earth with Hype Sticker. Gold stamp promo, $14.99. Bangles, different light, $24.99. Bangles, different light. This is also a gold stamp promo. The stuff we got in West Memphis, Arkansas. Was this guy worked at a lot of record stores back then, and he was able to get a lot of gold stamp promos. So we got a lot of gold stamp promos, and of course a lot of stuff from the 80s being also white label promos. Okay, let's see here. Randy gets the Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Paul Brothers wait list. Chris Rio said he'll pass on the wait list, and Calvin Ward wants Pat Benatar. Okay, Rat Out of the Cellar is at $70. That's going twice, going 3 times to Craig Proper. And Kiss Love Gun is at $150 with Joe Gabriel. That's going twice, going 3 times. VG Plus cover, near mint minus on the vinyl, 1977 UK pressing. Asia, also lots of gold stamp promos in here. That might be the word of the night. $19.99, Asia Astra, near mint copy with original inner sleeve. Craig, I got you on a Rat. Final call. This is a 1976 orange capital pressing of Abbey Road, and it is nice. $44.99, as in really nice. If you need a vintage copy of Abbey Road, not really caring about the pressing too much, this is a great start. $44.99. A lot of these are beat the heck. They were played over and over. Joe Jackson is $24.99, and Mike Ophil's Tubular Bells Picture Disc. That's $39.99. Gloria on the Beatles. And is that a first-time buyer with us? It may be. She may have bought from us last week, yeah. So, Gloria, I've got you down for the Beatles. I think you bought from us last week, so thank you and welcome back. And Rat Out of the Cellar. Rat Out of the Cellar is sold to Craig Proper for $70. And Joe Gabriel gets the Kiss Love Gun for $150. The last sold on this on Discogs was $189. I think I consider Joe getting a pretty good deal on that at $150. And Brent Hall gets Mike Ophil's Tubular Bells. Okay, this is something I didn't even know existed until I seen it in this collection. This is Ozzy Live. This is the limited edition numbered copy. Let me pull out the LPs. This is near mint. This is a $90 start. It is numbered. This is the numbered version, 7956. It is an Ozzy concert with Randy Rhoads. Does it tell exactly where and when it is? But I know that's Randy Rhoads. 2 LP, near mint minus, $90 start, Ozzy Live. Nice cover, no damage, no seam splits, no dings, anything like that. And the vinyl's near mint. That is a $90 start, Ozzy Live, 2 LP. The Queen, the Love Gun, the stuff non-Japanese I've auctioned. Can you set that aside? So, Woods Felix is at $90. This is also something I'd never had seen. Billy Joel Souvenir. This is a Billy Joel promotional kind of compilation, white label. Billy Joel Souvenir. It's a white label promo. It's got 8 tracks on it. This is a $40 start. Billy Joel Souvenir. Ballad of Billy Kid, Summer Highland Falls, New York State of Mind, Souvenir, Entertainer, I've loved these, Captain Jack, Los Angeles, and Say Goodbye to Hollywood. This is a $40 start. I never have seen one. I didn't know this existed either. You learn something new every day. Billy Joel, this is a 1977. It's called Souvenirs. It's an 8-track promotional piece. That's a $40 start. Never had seen that. Very cool. Okay, songs on Ozzy. Craig just shared that information with you. I think he did. Looks like it. And let's keep going through this crate. Molly Hatchet beating the odds. $19.99 for Molly Hatchet. And Molly Hatchet Flirting with Disaster. Also $19.99. Flirting with Disaster. You need that. That is something you need. The Style Council, My Ever-Changing Moods. The Style Council is $24.99. My Ever-Changing Moods. I've never seen that one before. And we've got Stan Ridgway, The Big Heat. $14.99 on that. Billy Joe, 40, 45, 50, 50. And Justin Cleveland wants both Molly Hatchets. That's so to Justin Cleveland. Is Billy Joe a bootleg? No, it is not. Billy Joe is an original white label. It is not a bootleg. No. Molly Hatchet, Walk Cruise on Style Council. And Tanner, that one was $24.99. And Chasing Hearts wants Stan Ridgway. That's sold to Tommy Flowers. Okay, next is Midnight Oil. This is 10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2-1. This is something I was going to put up for auction, but it's a buy it now. $34.99 on that. $34.99 on that. Also have Utopia. Utopia, what's this one called? Oblivion. Utopia Oblivion. I didn't know because I've seen a lot of Utopia stuff. We don't get that one as often. $19.99. And Weather Report Night Passage. $14.99 for Weather Report Night Passage, and that is $14.99. Okay, update on our two auctions. Ozzy Osbourne Live. Ozzy Osbourne Live. Joe Gabriel, we had Woods Felix 90. We had Joe at 100. Woods Felix at 110. High bid on Ozzy Live is at 110. And then Billy Joe Souvenirs, we had 40, 40, 40, 45, 50, 50, 55. Brent Rabley. No, Peter Policino. Peter Policino's at $55. Peter Policino's at $55. Jeff McMaster gets Midnight Oil. It's $34.99. Brad Faust on Weather Report. Kelly Cook was second. And Jeff McIntosh, you were second on Midnight Oil. Christopher Cross, self-titled, is $9.99. Billy Joel, speaking of the man, An Innocent Man, $14.99. And Van Halen 2, nice copy. $44.99. Original inner sleeve. Van Halen 2 is $44.99. $44.99. Okay. Final call on Ozzy at 110. Final call at Ozzy at 110. Woods Felix. Joe Gabriel, let me know if you're out. And Peter Policino's at 55 on Billy Joe. Final call on that. I'm going to read through these titles one more time. Let me know if you want any prices. I might go ahead and read prices. We have Genesis, Abacab, $19.99. The Go-Go's, Beauty and the Beat, $19.99. Thick as a Brick, Jethro Tull, $19.99. Christopher Cross was $9.99. John Cougar Mellencamp was $19.99. Clarence Clemens, Gold Stamp Promo, $19.99. So is ELO. Triumph, Just a Game, still available, $24.99. Michael Nath, it is Gatefold. Nice cover. It's probably better than VG Plus. And yeah, the vinyl's also near mint minus. It's been cleaned. Looks very nice. Journey Escape is still available, $19.99, and so is Gordon Lightfoot, if you could read my mind. Huey Lewis in the News, Picture This, $19.99. Asia, and the Bangles are still available, Gold Stamp Promo, different light, and Joe Jackson's Jumpin' Jive. Okay, let's go ahead and end these two auctions. Woods Felix gets the Ozzy Live for $110, and Peter Policino gets the Billy Joe Souvenir for $55. Those are both sold and sold. And then Joe Valentine was first to Van Halen. Joe Valentine, you get the Van Halen 2. Michael Nath wants Triumph. And Marty Kramer on GL. GL was for Gordon Lightfoot, I believe. If you could read my mind. That was like near mint. Wayne Heat on the Bengals, different light. And Joe Valentine, I got your Van Halen pull. Thank you. That leaves Utopia for $19.99. Christopher Cross for $9.99. And Billy Joel, An Innocent Man, $14.99. All right, next two auctions. Here's another one. Oh my gosh. I wish they'd put some of these back into print. Van Halen, OU812. This cover is got to be at least a VG. It has some like weird scuffing on it. Can y'all see that? It has some weird scuffing on it right there. And it has a little bit of damage down here. Looks like something got stuck to it. Cover is Definitely VG. Not the best cover. We do have the original inner sleeve for it. And the vinyl is really nice, as in there's not really much I can say bad about it. It's EX Plus to near mint minus. It's EX Plus to near mint minus. This is Van Halen OU 812. Original inner sleeve. Covers VG. Vinyl is EX Plus near mint minus. That is a $65 start for Van Halen OU 812. Michael Nath wants Billy Joel. That's sold to Michael Nath. Okay, let me go ahead and put up a copy, a Japanese pressing of, let's do this Death Wish 2 soundtrack. I think this is really cool because of the Obi. Death Wish 2 soundtrack has, of course, the music's by Jimmy Page. Has Jimmy Page there on the Obi. Near mint copy. Awesome cover. Absolutely no wear or blemishes on this one. Pretty cool artwork, too. Has the Japanese insert. Has this Japanese inner sleeve. And the vinyl, as you can expect, it's near mint pristine. This is Death Wish 2 soundtrack. This is going to be a $40 start. $40 start on that. Bob Riger is in on Van Halen at 65. Let me grab a new crate of records. Some of these are like, kind of blows my mind. I'm like, whew, I don't know what we can show or not show. Let me see. I think I went through this one earlier. I was trying to pull out everything that I either promised auctioned or normally we auction anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and go through this crate. There's still some stuff. I mean, there's some Led Zeppelin and records of that nature in here that are just... yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go through this crate. All right. Let me get it over here. All right, Bob's at 65 on Van Halen. I have not shown that yet. I'll go ahead. We got a restock of a puzzle, Jerry Stone, if you're still watching. He probably found out there was no new vinyl and he got off, or not any more new vinyl. We're going to show some more, but it's not new stuff. The Rolling Stone Some Girls, $24.99. Pretty cool puzzle. That'd be fun to put together. 500-piece puzzle, $24.99. New and sealed Rolling Stone Some Girls. Okay, final call. Bob, you may be getting a Van Halen OU 812. You're uncontested right now at $65. About a VG cover. Vinyl's nice though. And we're looking for a $40 start on Death Wish. Everything in here is priced and ready to sell. There's some great records in here. Pay very close attention. If we've priced something that I normally would auction, it's based on most recent auction sales. ELO, Out of the Blue. This does have the poster with it. $34.99. This is a kind of a 2LP compilation from ELO. It does have the poster with it. It does not have the spaceship though. That is $34.99. ELO, Out of the Blue. Fleetwood Mac, Tusk, $39.99. We sold a Japanese pressing of that last night. Journey, Look Into the Future is $24.99. Journey, Look Into the Future, and the Gotcha soundtrack. Music from the motion picture soundtrack. This is $19.99. Gold stamp promo. Gotcha. With hop sticker. Joan Jett. That band that I never can say. Jeffria. That is $19.99. Genesis. $19.99. Has the promo strip on the front. Gold stamp promo on the back. I don't think there was a promo label for this one though. Nice copy though. A lot of times these promos are near mint, just like that one, $19.99. Okay, Ron Phillips on ELO, Michael Nath on Genesis, Bob Riger, I think you checked one off your list for the Van Halen discography. You get 0182 for $65. That's about the cheapest I've ever sold one of those. I can see you got a deal on that. And Death Wish 2 soundtrack, that's a $40 buy it now if anybody wants that. $40 buy it now for the Death Wish 2 soundtrack. $40 buy it now if anybody wants that on that. Very cool. I like the Obi on that one. I need to put that in my Led Zeppelin collection if no one buys it. Next, Japanese pressing. Let's do this Thin Lizzy. And I've got another thing here that I had on Facebook, which is Iron Maiden's Live After Death. Iron Maiden's Live After Death. This is about a VG Plus to EX copy. Iron Maiden Live After Death. This is about a EX to VG Plus, or other way around, VG Plus to EX. Does have the Tor program with it. And I think that was also an insert that came with it, this Live After Death order form. Did any of y'all buy that t-shirt that was in there? That's pretty cool looking. So both inner sleeves does have the booklet and that merchandise in form. So here's what happens a lot with 2 LPs. Side 3 here looks closer to Near Mint Minus, and so does side 4. It looks like sides 1 and 2 was played a lot more. And then also about a VG Plus cover, Iron Maiden Live After Death. This is going to be a $40 start. So 2 LP with book and insert, that's a $40 start. Death Wish 2 is a $40 buy it now if anybody wants it. Richard Davis takes Journey, Look Into the Future. That's sold to Richard Davis. And our next auction is a Japanese pressing of Thin Lizzy's Thunder and Lightning. Thin Lizzy's Thunder and Lightning. We don't get a lot of Thin Lizzy Japanese pressings in. This is very nice too. Near mint, pristine Japanese vinyl. Thin Lizzy Thunder and Lightning. This is a $65 start. There's the Japanese insert. Thunder and Lightning. I love some Thin Lizzy. Great. I mean, I have so many tracks that I still discover. And I'm like, wow, I've never heard that before. I'll listen to some kind of compilation or something. Okay, everything in here is buy it now. Aretha Franklin, Who's Zoomin' Who? That is $19.99. Bruce Hornsby and The Range, The Way It Is, $29.99. I'd like to know if you've ordered any new puzzles. Well, Green Day, Dookie, if you can get it. Okay. Yeah, I need to sit down and put in a new puzzle order. I will work on that. I will check on Green Day too. Bruce Hornsby, The Way It Is, $29.99. That's with the alternate cover. Iron Maiden, 40, 45, and 45. Supertramp, Brother, Where You Bound, $19.99 for Supertramp. That's one in their discography I don't get as often as others. $19.99. Gold stamp promo from 1985. Suzanne Vega. Suzanne Vega is also $19.99. Gold stamp promo. A&M Records, 1985. Chevy Chase is Fletch. The Fletch soundtrack. Hype Sticker, The Fix. Stephanie Mills, Harold Faltmeyer, Dan Hartman, and Kim Wilde. Harold Faltmeyer is probably doing some of the score. Gold stamp promo, $24.99. Foster and Lloyd, Faster and Louder. That is $9.99. And Def Leppard Hysteria, $79.99. Def Leppard Hysteria. This is a really nice copy, as you can see. Original inner sleeve. Very nice. Def Leppard Hysteria, $79.99. US press with inner sleeve. $79.99 on that. What's the start on Thin Lizzy? We're looking for a $65 start on Thin Lizzy. Iron Maiden is now at $46 with Ryan Green. Ryan Green has the Iron Maiden for $46. 65 on Thin Lizzy. Joe Gabriel first on Def Leppard. Marty was second. Renee Lester wants Foster and Lloyd. And I think Clay Moore was second. The Best of Journey, Look Behind. I have never seen this before. It's a 1982 Holland compilation, $29.99. And this is like Steve Perry Journey. Wheel in the Sky, Any Way You Want It, Just the Same Way, $29.99. Never had seen that before. Best of Journey, Look Behind. The Eagles Live, 2LP Live Eagles album. This also has the poster with it. It is near mint. That is $34.99. Embossed trunk cover. Eagles Live is $34.99. And the Mavericks, Music for All Occasions. The Mavericks, Music for All Occasions. This is $59.99. This is from 1995. 1995, the Mavericks, Music for All Occasions. $59.99 on that. Okay, let's see. Bill it to Leslie Holt. The Renee Lester goes under Leslie Holt. We got it. Iron Maiden 46. Where did we get to? Iron Maiden 48, Iron Maiden 50. Grant Peltzer first to the Journey. Grant Peltzer first to the Journey. Suzanne Vega to Chris Ferrara. Suzanne Vega to Chris Ferrara. Aram Lazelle was second on Journey. Michael Nath was third. Adam Steins at 65 on Thin Lizzy. Going once, going twice. Journey is Marty Kramer number 4 on that. Craig number 5th. Brent Rabley first on the Mavericks. Brandon, you were second. Details on Iron Maiden. Has any of the Super Discs been sold? The only one we've sold is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Okay, Iron Maiden is up for bid. High bid on this is $50 to Kelly Cook. VG Plus cover, of course, a gatefold. This is OG. This is OG. It has both original inner sleeves. It has the booklet and the order form with it. Vinyl is VG Plus to EX. VG Plus to EX on the vinyl. High bid on that is $50 to Kelly Cook. Going once, going twice. And then Thin Lizzy, Adam Stein has that for $65. 15-second warning on that. 15-second warning on that. The Jetsons, First Family on the Moon. Hanna-Barbera presents $34.99. Really nice condition for a kid's record that I've seen beat up before. Ozzy, $79.99. Ozzy, The Ultimate Sin, $79.99. Buy it now. I don't think I've ever straight priced one of those, but we've had a couple come in recently, and that's about where they've landed at auction. This also has the original inner sleeve with it. $79.99 for Ozzy, The Ultimate Sin. Kansas Vinyl Confessions is $19.99. And Kraftwerk, let me tell the price, $74.99. Nice copy. Another record that I think is sometimes, until right now, impossible to find a nice copy of. Kraftwerk Autobahn is $74.99. Kraftwerk Autobahn is $74.99. That is not something we get too often in good condition. I think I auctioned off a VG minus copy one night for at least $30 or something. 53 on Iron Maiden. Joe Valentine first on Ozzy. Steve Howe was second. Bob, the Jetsons, was $34.99. Toby Grimm wants Kraftwerk. And Thin Lizzy is sold to Adam Stein for $65. And they're still bidding on Iron Maiden. Dave Connor's a new bidder. He's at $53 on that. It is a VG Plus to EX copy. High bid on that's $53. Let me see what else I got pulled out over here to auction. Let's do a Rush album. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Rush, Farewell to Kings. Gatefold, 1977 Terre Haute US OG. It's about EX Plus. It has some odd scuffing on it. Other than that, it's really nice. Original inner sleeve. Rush, Farewell to Kings. Xanadu, Closer to the Heart. $35 start. It is a 77 Terre Haute OG. VG Plus or better cover. And EX Plus to near mint minus on the vinyl. Kelly Cook's back in on Iron Maiden at $55. It's between Dave. Dave's out, so Kelly Cook's at $55 on Iron Maiden. We have Bob. If you don't want the Jetsons, then it's sold to Paul Brothers. This is sold to Paul Brothers. Bob Dorco, that's yours if you want it. And we have Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. Nice copy with booklet. Does have a tear in the cover. That's $24.99. Fleetwood Mac, self-titled, US OG, $34.99. Has the insert with it, $34.99. Fleetwood Mac, self-titled. Very nice. And Frankie and the Knockouts, Below the Belt, $9.99. Then and Now, the Best of the Monkees, $24.99 on the Monkees. Then and Now, Best of. And Nina, 99 Luff Balloons. Gold stamp promo, Nina, 99 Red Balloons, $34.99. $34.99 on Nina, 99 Red Balloons. Okay, Rush, $35.40. We have a $55 bid on Rush, $42 on Rush, $56 on Rush, and $60 on Rush. Iron Maiden Live After Death is sold to Kelly Cook for $55. That's sold to Kelly Cook. Let me grab something out of our Japanese bin. I have a feeling we'll probably get through all these tonight as well. We have Foreigner, Agent Provocateur, Japanese pressing. Nice copy. $35 start, glossy cover. No damage, no dings, nice corners. Can't say much about that. No foxing. The wide inner sleeve is nice too. This is a $35 start on Foreigner. $35 start on Foreigner. Nice copy. Yeah, near mint, pristine vinyl. Agent Provocateur, $35 start on that. I already have that Rush. I want to keep, I guess, every Rush that comes through and just start hoarding them all. But for the most part, I already have that one. Yeah, I'm looking for either now promo copies or Japanese pressings or foreign pressings. I've got all the U.S. stuff up until You know, the ones that's really hard to get. I still need all those later albums. They're so hard to get. Test for Echo, Snakes and Arrows. Yeah, those are... I'll have to be patient on those. I even got... The other night, I was going to get on there and buy some. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and just buy at least one of them. I couldn't even find really one for sale that was where I could just get on there and buy it in the United States. Test for Echo, Counterparts. Very tough to find. Let's see, Foreigner 35. Live Eagles, when is the recorded date? This Eagles album, this was probably, it came out in 80, I'm pretty sure. 1980. I don't know what tour this is on, Vicky. You asked that earlier, and I didn't answer that. Here we go. It's actually a compilation of different. There's 1980, 80, 80, 76, 80, 80, 76. It's stuff recorded from multiple different tours or different years. Mostly 76 and 80 though. $34.99. It's near mint. It has the poster with it. And Vicky, if Vicky passes and Michael, you want it, it's $34.99. Have I missed any claims? I don't think so. High bid on Rush is 60 and high bid on Foreigner is 35. Led Zeppelin is $44.99. $44.99. Led Zeppelin. That's a 5-digit reissue for that. Vicky Steyer says she'll take the Eagles Live. That's sold to Vicky. Wayne Heat wants the Nina. The Blues Brothers is $19.99. Blues Brothers is $19.99. Nina is sold to Wayne Heat. That's sold to Wayne Heat. Steve Howell's out on Rush. Moonlighting, the television soundtrack album, is $19.99. That's also a gold stamp promo. And Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Works 8.5. I'm not for sure what this is. It looks like a bootleg. Full Tilt Records, Serious Endeavor, 1984. It looks like a live unofficial, but I'm not real for sure. $49.99. All right, these auctions are sold. Pete W. gets the Rush for $60, and Foreigner Agent Provocateur is sold to Joe Valentine for $35. Those are sold and sold, and William Condrey wants the Blues Brothers. William Condrey on the Blues Brothers. Super Disc. Let's auction this one. I think some people's asked for us to auction these. We have Ambrosia, Life Beyond LA. This is a Nautilus Super Disc. Ambrosia, Life Beyond LA. This is a $35 start. Ambrosia, Life Beyond LA, Nautilus Super Disc. That's a $35 start. Let me go here and grab something else I've pulled out from the auction bin. Donald Fagen, The Nightfly. I've also got a stack of Rush albums over here. They're mostly U.S. pressings. I don't have anything too odd like the U.K. Love Gun we've already sold. This is a near mint copy of Donald Fagen, The Nightfly, though. It has got the original inner sleeve with it. Donald Fagen, The Nightfly, Donald Fagen from Steely Dan. That's a $25 start. It does have a cut saw mark on it. Nice copy, though. $25 start on Donald Fagen. The Police, Synchronicity. This is on the purple vinyl, $29.99. I know it looks black. You've got to hold it up to the vinyl, and it is translucent purple vinyl, $29.99 on the Police. The Monkees, Greatest Hits is $24.99. The Police is sold to R.M. Lazelle. We have Queen, Sheer Heart Attack, $44.99. A nice, probably should have been put up for auction, U.S. OG. And I mean, it's like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, how is this original insert? This one has survived. This one has survived all of the years of wear and tear. It's nice. $44.99. Gloria, you were second on the Police. They're all purple. Not all of them. No, there's some black ones. I think the black ones are less common than the purple ones. Vicky Steyer wants the Monkees' Greatest Hits. Doug Jefferson's at 25 on Donald Fagen. We have 25 on Donald Fagen. That's going once, going twice. And we have 35 on Ambrosia. That's going once, going twice. Paul Brothers wants Queen. All right. I think we're in our peak hour, so I want to give everybody a welcome announcement. Welcome to CollectCo Live. We have 235 viewers tonight on Facebook and YouTube. If you see anything you want to buy, if you're watching for the first time, we make it very easy. Just comment whatever you want to buy. We will sell it to you, and then you can send us a message. We will invoice you $7 unlimited shipping. Jerry Rafferty, City to City, $19.99. Nice. Near mint. That is $19.99. And Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits. I've never seen this before. $14.99. That's because it's some kind of foreign pressing. $14.99 for Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits. And Fleetwood Mac Live, $39.99 for Fleetwood Mac Live. Another live album from another big band, $39.99, Fleetwood Mac Live. Brent Hall on Jerry Rafferty. Final Call on these, $35 and $25. Point Blank, The Hard Way, is $14.99. We're also auctioning records. If you're watching on YouTube, same thing. If you're watching on Facebook, same thing. Just claim whatever you want, bid in the background, and then we'll recognize if you're a first-time buyer, and then we will send you an invoice. This is from the West Memphis collection. It's a Japanese pressing of Weather Report, $44.99, Heavy Weather. The bottom of the cover has got a little wet. The vinyl is near mint, so the cover is probably, guess we'll have to call that an automatic VG, $44.99. Marty Kramer on the Olivia Newton-John compilation. David Tate wants Fleetwood Mac Live, and we can sell these albums. I think it was Grant Peltzer at $35 on this. Yes, Grant Peltzer on Ambrosia, $35, and Doug Jefferson got Donald Fagen for $25. Those are sold and sold. Bob Seger, Live Bullet, 2LP Live, $29.99, really nice condition, and Focus, Moving Waves, $19.99. Next auction. We had one of these the other day. We sold it. I think a lot of people was interested. And I do have another one. This is a Japanese pressing of the original Top Gun soundtrack. Has a hype sticker and the obi. Very, very nice. Near mint cover. We've got the original Japanese insert with it, and the vinyl is near mint, pristine, and this is a $45 start. Top Gun soundtrack. Very cool cover, especially when it has all this extra stuff on it. #1 record and movie. There's the obi. We just shared the link to our private Facebook group. Make sure you're in on that. We've been posting lots of really cool pre-orders, and I have a list of many more to post. Fleetwood Mac Mirage, $19.99 for Fleetwood Mac Mirage. That's a original. Adrenaline, is that what that says? This is $19.99. That must be the name of the group. I'm not familiar with this. Adrenaline. Yeah, Adrenaline. Why am I reading it so weird? American Heart, $19.99. I guess is the way it's the font on the cover. Asia, self-titled, U.S. original, $19.99. The heat of the moment. Top Gun's a $45 start. Let me grab something over here in my auction bin. I'm just going to go ahead and bring them closer to me. Let's see. We got Kiss Animalize, Kiss Music from the Elder. We're probably going to do that one next. Another Kiss Love Gun. Dark Side of the Moon, Mo-Fi, Jimmy Buffett, and Queen Jazz with the poster. Let's go ahead and do Kiss Music from the Elder, just because I don't get this one too often. Not at all. Not at all. Very interesting cover. Or I guess just an interesting concept overall what they did here. This album, I'm going to have to call this probably a... We didn't put any condition notes on it, but it's about EX, probably EX. It's got some odd marks on it, but nothing that really affects sound playback. The cover is pretty nice. Just average minor shelfware, gatefold. Kiss Music from the Elder. Like I said, we just don't get this too often. We have represses occasionally. It also has the original inner sleeve, which is this. Let me put the record back in and I'll show it. This is a $55 start. There's the inner sleeve. That's a $55 start. 55 on that. Did I miss Queensryche? No, I have not auctioned the Japanese Queensryche. Top Gun is $50. I have not sold the Mo-Fi Dark Side of the Moon. No. Top Gun $50, Top Gun $45. And I'm going to read through the titles in this crate. We have Fleetwood Mac Tusk. We have the Gotcha soundtrack, Aretha, Who's Zooming Who, Bruce Hornsby in the Range, The Way It Is, Supertramp, Brother Where You Bound, Chevy Chase's Fletch soundtrack, Kansas Vinyl Confessions, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Fleetwood Mac self-titled, Frankie and the Knockouts, The Monkees, Then and the Best of, Then and Now. Billy Shears is at 55 on Kiss, going once, going twice. Final Call on Top Gun. Jeff Johnson's at $50. Going twice, going 3 times. Led Zeppelin, $44.99. We have Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Moonlighting soundtrack, Point Blank, The Hard Way, Bob Seger, Live Bullet, Heavy Weather, Weather Report, Focus, Moving Waves, Fleetwood Mac Mirage, Adrenaline, American Heart, and Asia self-titled. Still some really good records in there. Fleetwood Mac, The Monkees, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Fletch, Supertramp, and Weather Report. Susie, I don't have any other Joker Funkos, but I will order you one. That was the only one I had. I was just kind of testing the water with those. All right, this next crate, actually, I'm going to go through some new arrivals from the night, I guess last night that we didn't get through. This is some stuff from prior collections. Let me go through these. I'm going to go through this crate right quick. Let's see here. We have Paul Brothers on the Moonlighting soundtrack. And then was Weather Report Japanese. Yes, we didn't have this in our normal Japanese stuff because we got it from that collection. It does have a little bit of damage along the bottom of the cover, but it's normal, near mint, pristine. You know the drill. Near mint Japanese vinyl. And that is $44.99. All right, Billy Shears, you get Kiss, Music from the Elder for $55, and Top Gun is sold to Jeff Johnson for $50. I'm going to change crates. Arm Lozelle, I'm going to keep everything sticker price right now just to make everything move a little faster. And what we'll do is anything that doesn't sell tonight, we'll probably run through it one more time, either tonight, late tonight, as in like 11:30, or we'll do it as in another night this week. Or the next time you catch them, they might be on sale. Okay, next auction. Let's do a couple that was just requested. I've got this MoFi pressing of Dark Side of the Moon. You know, when I get these in, it's just like, man. And then they're gone. And then I don't see one for a few more months, or maybe a year. It's been about 8 months probably since I've had one of these. This one's perfect. It is clean. It was well taken care of as an audiophile pressing should be. This is a $250 start. It is an original master recording from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. It has the original cardboard flip. It has the kind of order form there for Mobile Fidelity. Vinyl is mint. I'm not even going to call that near mint. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you it's perfect. And this is really nice. Really nice cover too. No wear. Very, very nice. $250 to get that one rolling. MoFi pressing a Dark Side of the Moon. Paul says, you're killing me. You're the one that asked for it. And then Jazz. This one has the Naked Ladies poster. This is a $35 start for Queen Jazz. It has the original inner sleeve. There it is. And I really can't show this on Facebook, but if you're familiar with the cover, it has a bunch of naked women riding motorcycles or bicycles. Bicycle race. Fat bottom girls. Jazz, Queen. It is a cutout, has the poster and inner sleeve. That one's complete. Does have a saw mark on it. It's a nice copy. It's a nice copy. Okay. Let's see here. Pink Floyd's at $250. Can I see the WR cover again? What was WR? And I will show. Oh, Weather Report. Okay. Queen 35, Queen 40, 35, 50, and 50. Weather Report. Yes, it was right here. Yeah, this looks like it got a little bit wet along the bottom right here. It really doesn't affect, like if you're looking at the front, you really can't tell. You can see a little bit of the staining in the back. And of course, the way it's kind of got wet, it's kind of fluffed it up. That's $44.99. All right. We do have a $250 start on Pink Floyd. Everything in here is technically new arrivals. Dan Fogelberg Souvenirs, $9.99. Todd Rundgren, Something, Anything, $29.99. Blue Note Reissue Series, Gil Evans, Pacific Standard Time, $19.99 for Gil Evans. Dave Mason is $9.99. This is 21 All-Time Yesterdays, Volume 2. This is a compilation from WSAI Radio in shrink wrap, $9.99. Frank Sinatra, A Man Alone, $14.99 for that. Ry Cooder, Bop Till You Drop, $14.99. And Francis A. and Edward K. That is Duke Ellington and Frank Sinatra, $14.99. Sinatra at the Sands. This one's heavily requested with Count Basie, arranged and conducted by Quincy Jones. $29.99 for that one. Sinatra at the Sands. Sinatra and Strings is $14.99. And Remember When. Remember When is $7.99. Okay, so Arm Lazelle is at $250 on the Pink Floyd Mo-Fi. Arm Lazelle's at $250 on that. Nice. Going once, going twice. Queen, we had 52, 65, 70, and Doug Jefferson wants Sinatra at the Sand. Sell that to Doug Jefferson. Here's what I'm going to do. We had Arm Lazelle was interested in the Fleetwood Macs. Brent Rabley on the Queen. Let me pull out the two Fleetwood Macs and the weather report. I'm going to keep everything sticker price, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold these aside a little bit later, maybe even during part 2. I'll keep those up here in my recap pile. Brent and Arm Lazelle, we can talk about those later. I'm going to keep everything sticker price right now. Wings Over America is $39.99. Tommy Bolin, Private Eyes, $19.99 on that. And the Twangs, The Thing, Dwayne Eddy, his twanging guitar, and the Rebels, $12.99. The Righteous Brothers, Soul and Inspiration, $9.99. And the Platters, I Get the Sweetest Feeling. I don't think I've ever seen that one. $9.99. Hurricane Jones is $9.99. The Vogue's Greatest Hits, $9.99. Sister Sledge, We Are Family, $9.99. Maggie Bell, Queen of the Night, that's $9.99. Mink DeVille, Return to Magenta, $14.99 in shrink wrap. And The Collectors, interesting, 1968, has some cover damage. New Vibrations from Canada, The Collectors, $34.99. I guess I need to go ahead and show Yingwei. Yingwei is $34.99. About a VG cover. Nice vinyl though, as in Near Mint Minus. That is $34.99. Yingwei Malmsteen. Okay, Queen. Jimmy Ball. Let's recap our auctions because I just seen a new bid on Pink Floyd and I hadn't seen a bid on Queen in a while. Queen Jazz US has the inner sleeve, has the Fat Bottom Girls poster. Nice copy, complete. We're at $70 on Queen Jazz. Then we had a new bid on Pink Floyd at $260 and then another bid at $265. Yingwei was $34.99. I've already sold Sister Sledge, Maggie Bell. We've got Humming and Strumming Along with Chet Atkins, $19.99. This is I think has a book with it. I think it's kind of like maybe some spoken word on there too. Kind of maybe him talking about guitars. Synergy Chords, that's on the clear vinyl. $14.99 for Synergy Chords. Dan Fogelberg Captured Angel is $9.99. Four Tops Soul Spin, that is sealed. Four Tops is sealed, $24.99. I'm about to sell Queen. They're bidding on Pink Floyd now. A Bing Crosby Collection, Volume 2, $9.99. Original soundtrack by Keith Emerson. Nighthawks, $14.99. And What's New Pussycat, music by Burt Bacharach, $14.99. Jerry Stone, I will run the Bruce Springsteen in just a second. Jerry Stone does want the Sister Sledge. We Are Family. Let's sell that to Sister Sledge. Sean Foxborough wants the Bing Crosby. And the Chet Atkins, Humming and Strumming Along. It's got a little bit of damage to this back cover right here. I don't have any condition notes, though, on the vinyl. $19.99. $19.99. Yeah, it's an interesting cover, the way it folds out. It's nice. Well, we don't have any notes on it. It's EX Plus, I believe. It's EX Plus. I never did pull the platters either. Thank you. Never did pull the platters. We're at platters. 4 people. Tommy Flowers was first. Tommy Flowers was first. Thank you, Tanner. I overlooked that one. The platters sold to Tommy Flowers. And then Clay was next, then Michael Nath. Pink Floyd's at $285. And Doug's out on Queen. Let's sell Queen to Jimmy Ball for $70. That's sold to him for $70. Paul McCartney. I have not one, but I have 2. I've got 3 copies of Paul McCartney, the Russian concert. One of them's a little bit different, as you can see. These are from the Atlanta collection. This guy said he got these at a flea market in Atlanta. He said there was a Russian guy at the flea market who had like 30 of these. And I'm pretty sure there's still 30 or so in the Atlanta collection. They're all live in the CCCP, which is pretty much live Paul McCartney. I think it was a live studio session. He wasn't like, it's not like he's live in front of a crowd there in Russia. I think it's a live studio session. Those are $24.99. There's two in there, or one in there that's different, but those are $24.99. Edgar Winter, Jasmine Night Dreams is $19.99, and Diana Ross, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, $9.99. Jerry Pinnock, new bidder on Pink Floyd for $300. Jerry Pinnock, that is going once, going twice to Jerry Pinnock. Oh, I was about to do Kiss Love Gun, but I said I would do Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the United States of America. Japanese pressing. This is near mint. $45 start. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA. $45 start. That is near mint. So is the cover. Very, very nice. And it has the Japanese insert with it. It actually has, yes, it has what I call usually like a Japanese book, 2-page flip there. And it has this Japanese insert as well. Nice cover. Jerry Stone's at $50. Okay. We have Jerry Pinnock 300. We have Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney. All three of these are sold. I told John we might as well go ahead and put them all out at once because usually we could sell it. Let's see. Brent wants a yellow back, and then Tom and Paul. I don't know if it matters to y'all. I'll let Tanner decide who gets what. So these are sold. Make sure Brent gets a yellow back, and then those other two are sold. Bruce Springsteen, 50 and 45. Final warning on Pink Floyd at 300. Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Is $39.99. Okay, anybody else want any questions or have any questions or need to know any questions about anything in here? I'm just going to read through titles. If you want prices, let me know. Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Diana Ross, Edgar Winter, Chet Atkins, the What's New Pussycat soundtrack, Keith Emerson soundtrack, Nighthawks, Four Tops, Soul Spin, Dan Fogelberg, Kevin Hughes wants Will the Circle Be Unbroken? That's sold to Kevin Hughes. Synergy Chords, Mink DeVille, Maggie Bell, Yngwie Malmsteen, The Collectors, The Vogues, Hurricane Jones, The Righteous Brothers, Dwayne Eddy, Tommy Bolin, Wings Over America, Remember When, Sinatra and Strings, Frank Sinatra and Duke Ellington, Ry Cooder, that was Frank Sinatra. 21 All-Time Yesterday's Hits, WSAI, Dave Mason, Gil Evans, Todd Rundgren, and Dan Fogelberg. High bid on Bruce Springsteen is $51. Pink Floyd is sold to Jerry Pinnock for $300. That's sold to Jerry Pinnock for $300. High bid now on Bruce is $53. Next auction is Kiss Love Gun. Ah, look. There it is. I don't know if it has the bang. Yep. Sometimes it's detached, or I had a copy one time that was detached. Kiss Love Gun. The gun is in there. The gun is in there. Nice vinyl. EX Plus on the vinyl. $35 start. $35 start for Kiss Love Gun. Original inner sleeve. The cover is got WRAE on the front. WRAE Kiss Love Gun. That's a $35 start. Does have the gun. $35 start on that. Bruce Springsteen, 51, 53, 55 on Bruce Springsteen. I don't have any autographs. Did they all come with a gun? The first pressings did, yes, but they're usually missing. All right, I'm changing crates. I'm going to go grab some stuff from, I think, the last couple collections we've picked up recently. We sold about half of that crate. That's good. Let me see what's over here in this one. It was one of these that I was getting dizzy flipping through because I don't know what should we pull or leave or, you know, one of those type deals. Who is this? Oh, yep. Rat, Rush. It's tough, isn't it, Tanner? It's tough when you got a whole bin full of Rat and Rush. So, real tough. Oh my gosh, and we got all these. I better mix those up. John Young's going to love those. He's going to absolutely love those. We'll leave that one in there to kind of surprise him. And we'll leave those two in there too. Yeah. Yeah. MoFi Pablo? Tanner says we should auction off some MoFi Pablo. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Richard Davis already knew. I told y'all there was a horde of Pablo in this collection. All right. Let me get these fixed. All right. Where are we at? Kiss. We were at 55. Let me just read down. When I left, Springsteen was at 55. Kiss 35, 38, 37. Kiss 40, 40. Bruce Springsteen 57. Bruce Springsteen 57. Kiss 53. Kiss 45. Kiss 47. Kiss 47 is the high bid. This is a Kiss Love gun. Does have some writing on the cover. It is faint. Has the gun. Originally inner sleeve. EX to EX plus vinyl. Jeff McMaster's at 47. We do have a high bid of Bruce $57 to Jerry Stone on Bruce Springsteen. There's some pretty incredible records in here. I'm going to tell you the price. There's some even that we don't price or that I probably was going to auction, but I'm going to go ahead and price them. Okay? The first one is Clint Black, Killing Time. This is $64.99. Not something we get very often. And yes, this was in something we got yesterday. I don't get these too often in the wild. Clint Black is from 1989. $64.99 on that. Clint Black, Killing Time. Not a lot of his stuff available on vinyl. Next is $74.99. It's Coltrane, Selflessness, featuring My Favorite Things on ABC Impulse. Nice copy. $74.99. My Favorite Things, John Coltrane. Gatefold has a promotional copy, not for sale on the back. $74.99 for John Coltrane. Whew. I'm trying to figure out. I see the back of it. I'm trying to remember what this was. Price is $39.99. Billy Joel Nylon Curtain. This is a Japanese pressing. That's why. Billy Joel, the Nylon Curtain. This is $39.99. $39.99. Or I thought this was a half-speed master, but I think this is just the Japanese pressing. It is. Just a half-speed master. Okay, and then Two Live Crew is sealed. $99.99. From 1989, Two Live Crew is sealed. Sealed copy. $99.99. As nasty as they want to be. Final call on Kiss. 15 seconds left. Final call on Bruce Springsteen. 15 seconds left. I'm about to sell both of those. Billy Idol. Rebel Yell Gold Stamp promo with Hype sticker, $29.99. Rebel Yell Gold Stamp promo with Hype sticker, $29.99. Journey Dream After Dream Half Speed Master, $49.99. Journey Dream After Dream Half Speed Master, and this is the numbered edition, $49.99. Styx Cornerstone audiophile pressing from Canada, 1979, $49.99, or it was pressed in Canada, $44.99. Audiophile, Styx Cornerstone, near mint. Very, very nice. That is $44.99. REO Speedwagon. You can tune a piano, but you can tune a fish. Roll with the changes. Time for Me to Fly. I've been listening to this a lot lately. I mean, have I heard it a billion times? Yes, but does it get old? No, it doesn't. $19.99. All right. 47, we do have a new bid on Kiss. Shane Solis is at 50 on Kiss. I go ahead and sell Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen is sold to Jerry Stone for $57. $57 to Jerry Stone. Next was Arm Lazelle. He was first on Billy Idol. Marty Kramer was next. Brent Hall was third. Brent K wants to seal 2 live crew. That sold to Brent K. That was something I considered auctioning. Brent Rabley on J. That's for Journey. He was first to Journey. Michael Nath was next. Cost on Sticks, $44.99, Brent. Or excuse me, George. Sticks Cornerstone audio file. That's all I can know. That's all I can tell you about it. Joe Gabriel was first on Journey. Kevin Willis, you were, looks like third, or Joe Gabriel was first to REO. Kevin Willis, you were third to Journey. Jeff is back in on Kiss at 51. Pablo Cruz, A Place in the Sun, a MoFi pressing. Good gracious. Oh my gosh. This is the grail of Pablo collecting. I'm so, my hands are shaking. Let me crack my knuckles, pop my neck. Wow. A Place in the Sun, MoFi pressing. This is a $45 start. This is an earlier release from MoFi. I think this came out in '77. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, pressed in Japan. Original master recording. That's a $45 start. I think somebody posted in the group the other day, they just found one in a shop. And I know Pablo has a huge following, but I zoomed in on the price tag of Doug Jefferson was at a record shop. I was like, wow, that record's more than I thought it was. $45 start, Pablo Cruz. Mike Massey has no comment. All right, we're about to sell Kiss. Jeff McMaster's at $51. $51. Ruby the Hatchet. I don't know what this is, but it's $14.99 and it's on cotton candy vinyl, $14.99. Ruby the Hatchet, $14.99. Mike Cochran's in on Pablo Cruz at $45. Airplane. Thank God it's only a record. $19.99. Airplane. Is this a soundtrack? This is a soundtrack, isn't it? Yeah. $19.99. Walt Cruz wants Ruby the Hatchet. Xanadu. Xanadu is $29.99. Does have Friday written on the bottom. That was the name of the guy. That's his last name that I bought these from. Nice copy. Xanadu is $29.99. B-Sides takes Airplane. And we have Mike Cochran at $45 on Pablo Cruz. Led Zeppelin. Song Remains the Same. A what pressing? A Lie Shelley press? I've never even heard of that before. $64.99. Led Zeppelin. Song Remains the Same. Nice U.S. pressing for once. Something I don't see too often. $64.99 for Led Zeppelin. Let's see. Walt Cruz got Ruby. B-Sides on Airplane. That's already sold. Or no, B-Sides got Airplane. Brent Hall on Xanadu. Brent Hall on Xanadu. B-Sides I've got down for Airplane. Kevin Moore wants Sticks and Ruby. That's Jeannie Pinnell, by the way, on Airplane. Sticks is already... No, Sticks is still available. I'm assuming, George Somers, you were passing on that. That's sold to Kevin Moore. All right, let's go ahead and sell Kiss Love Gun. Sorry this has been up for so long, but a couple people never did say out. I was going to make sure they just didn't want to bid. Jeff McMaster, you get that for $51. Final call on Pablo Cruz. Mike Cochran has that for $45. Going twice, going 3 times. Next. Well, I don't know if I want to auction that, but I got a pretty expensive record in my hand, but I'm going to wait on that one. Did I pull some stuff out over here? I did. Okay, this was on somebody's Grail list the other night, or in the group. And then I scrolled through and I seen 2 or 3 other people commented it. So we need to put this up for auction. I haven't had one in a while. It seems like there for a while we get them in and then we just don't see them anymore. This is Leonard Skinner's Street Survivor. This is the original cover. Of course, right after this, most of the people on this cover tragically died in a plane crash. And y'all know the story. This cover was recalled. There was more press than a lot of people think. I have some people who send me collections and they're like, they think this is a $5,000 record. It's not a $5,000 record. We're actually going to start this one for $55. This one's pretty cool. It's a very ominous cover. I mean, the kind of the stuff that's in it. First of all, you got Leonard Skinner with the, Flames cover, and then there's this here. It says Leonard Skinner Survival Kit. Kind of just a pretty, just kind of ominous, kind of scary type release. Then they died in the plane crash. This is a $55 start. Leonard Skinner Street Survivors. Gatefold pressing. The cover is about VG Plus. Great album. Fantastic album. I don't think I'd really taken the time to listen to it up until maybe a couple years ago. But yeah, great album. Leonard Skinner Street Survivors. This is got a little bit of ring wear on it. It has the MCA original sleeve, and it does have the tour dates insert and the merchandise insert. $55 start on that. Leonard Skinner Street Survivors. Now, I will say, the recalled cover or the airbrush cover is probably just as hard to find. I really think it is. Pablo Cruz is at Kevin Squires. We're at $55 with Mike Cochran. If you say you're out, then I'm going to go ahead and sell it to him. If you want to bid, you can bid. Pablo Cruz is at $55. Joan Jett, $29.99. This is mastered by Robert Ludwig. It also has a Joan Jett and the Blackhearts promotional copy, gold stamp promo on the front, near mint copy, compliments of image, $29.99. $29.99. Heavy Metal soundtrack, $49.99. Nice copy. Let me show you out of the sleeve. Glossy, not a lot of wear. $49.99 for Heavy Metal soundtrack. $49.99 on that. We have music from the motion picture Legend. Yes. I saw this and I was like, man, I know that's pretty tough to find. $74.99. $74.99. Legend original motion picture score composed by Tangerine Dream. Legend. $74.99. Tom Cruise. $74.99. And we have Van Halen Fair Warning. Van Halen Fair Warning. This is, let me figure out what version this is. John priced some of these. This is a remastered. This one is $24.99. This is 180 gram. This is a 180 gram reissue. So that one's $24.99 on that. All right, so back to our auctions. I don't think anybody's going to bid on Pablo, so we can sell that to Mike Cochran for $45. Mike Cochran gets that for $25. Leonard Skinner, high bid is 55, 55, 60, 62 with Mark Shelton. And then Doug Jeppesen was first to Joan Jett. Preston Rogers was second. Walt Cruz was third. Bob Riger was fourth. Jeff McMaster fifth. Larry Underhill sixth. Adam Stein gets the Heavy Metal soundtrack. Jeff McMaster wants Van Halen. Tanner, that one was $24.99. Brandon Jackson was second. So high bid on Leonard Skinner. Mark Shelton has that for $62. Mark Shelton has that for $62. All righty. Rat. Their debut release. VG Plus cover. Does have a little bit of, maybe that corner right there had a little bit of water damage on it. Really doesn't show. It only actually, really you can't see it too much either until you feel of it, but it does look like it got wet. Nice copy, as in near mint minus. Rat, Time Coast. This is a $45 start. Haven't had that in a while. Rat, self-titled. George is out on Leonard Skinner. Condition. The vinyl is nice. Yeah. Vinyl is near mint minus. Cover, about a VG Plus, and it has both inserts with it. $62 on that. Anthology of Bread, $14.99. Anthology of Bread, $14.99. The Breaks is $14.99. The Breaks is $14.99. The Cars, Candy O, $26.99. Nice copy. The Cars, Candy O, $26.99 for the Cars. Chicago is $9.99. This is Chicago, what numerical? 13. Chicago 13, $9.99. John Cougar Mellencamp, American Fool is $19.99. And the Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, $14.99. The Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute. What a Fool Believes. Nice copy. And we have Sherry and Marie Curie. Messing with the Boys. This is Sherry Curie of the Runaways. $19.99. That's the note John left on the back. Okay, I think, are we done on Leonard Skinner? Mark, are you out? Final call, $62 with Mark Shelton. Rat 45.45. Rat 46, Rat 50, Rat 50. Arm Lazelle, first on KC. KC was, what was KC? I'm not for sure. JC, John Cougar. Okay, he corrected it later. So that's sold to Arm Lazelle. Robin Walker gets Chicago. Tommy Green on this one right here. Victor wants John Coltrane. That was a few back, but we still got it. Victor, you want the John Coltrane Selflessness, my favorite things. $74.99. If so, that's sold to you, Victor. That's a nice copy. Marty Kramer wants the Doobie Brothers. Wyatt, you were second on Sherry. Gloria, you next on the Doobies. Ryan next on Curie. And Arm Lazelle got you for that. All right, so high bid on Rad is $50 to Joe Gabriel. $50 to Joe Gabriel on that one. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line, $14.99. And Plasmatics Coup d'etat, $39.99 for the Plasmatics Coup d'etat. Rat, sure thing. Rat is, like I said, it looks like it has a little bit of water damage down here. Fortunately, it's a black cover. You really can't see it. A little bit of ring wear right here. Other than that, it's a VG Plus cover. I still call it VG/VG Plus. Original Atlantic inner sleeve. Of course, it was on Time Coast, which was a subsidiary. And the vinyl is near mint minus. The vinyl is near mint minus. And that high bid is $50. I'm going to go ahead and sell Leonard Skinner to, where are we at? Mark Shelton was the one that had the high bid. I was waiting for Mark to say, to bid or say out. I could have sold that a long time ago. That sold to Mark Shelton for $62. My bad. And then we have Adam Stein first on Plasmatics. Adam Stein's first on Plasmatics. John Missmore second, Walt Cruz third, Rat 55, and Noah. I just sold Leonard Skinner. I just sold it. Let's see. Price on the brakes. Brakes is $14.99. Conan the Barbarian. This is a 2015 pressing. $64.99. Conan the Barbarian. 2015 pressing. Hard to get soundtrack in any version. That is from 2015. $64.99 on Conan the Barbarian. High bid on Rad is $55. Mr. Welcome to the Real World. That is $24.99. And Amadeus. More music from the original film. I never had seen that. More music from Amadeus. That's $19.99. Winger. $64.99. Last one of these we had went up for auction. This is another near mint copy. Winger. I told y'all there'd be a lot of surprises in here. $64.99 on that. And the Wraith soundtrack, $49.99 for the Wraith soundtrack. Gold stamp promo, near mint copy. First track is Ozzy Osbourne's Secret Loser. That is $49.99, gold stamp promo. And the Who Are You on red vinyl, $39.99. Let's get a new Japanese pressing rolling. We got Cinderella, Elton John, 38 Special, Bond, Beatles, Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Queensryche. I hadn't done this one yet. Wow. Queensryche, The Warning. A mint Japanese pressing. Very, very cool. Queensryche, The Warning. I'm going to start with the vinyl first on this one. It is near mint, pristine, Japanese vinyl. Queensryche, The Warning. We've got this, let's see, it's a single page Japanese insert. And it has the poster. Queensryche is a $65 start. $65 start. There is the poster. And the cover also super nice. Really, really nice cover. With Obi. Very, very nice. Queensryche, The Warning. $65 start. Insert, poster, near mint vinyl, Obi, top copy. Back up to the top. Rat 52, Rat 55. Michael Nath says he'll take the breaks. Thank you to whoever recommended that. Preston Rogers on Winger. Rat is at $58 to Joe Gabriel. Elton John and Stevie next, okay? Queens Rock 65, Queens Rock 70, and Victor wants Cars, Candy O. Another good decision, Victor. You're getting some stuff a little bit late, but they're still available. The guy from Memphis or West Memphis was really, he said this is one of his favorites because I think it's a street there in Memphis. Booker T and the MGs, Macklemore Avenue. This is a white label promo. It does have some water damage along the bottom. This is $49.99. It's a near mint white label promo on Stax. Booker T and the MGs, Macklemore Avenue. Stax, there's the Stax recording studio. $49.99. I guess that's kind of like the Abbey Road. You know, I guess that's kind of what's going on there. They're crossing the road at Abbey Road. The album was recorded at Abbey Road. Here is Booker T crossing the street at Macklemore Avenue. And there's the Stax recording studio. That's really cool. White label promo on that one. That was the last record in that bin. I think most of these have sold. I'm going to go through them one more time. The Rat is now at 60, and the Queen's Rock is at 75, now 80. Brent Rabley wants the Booker T. Kevin Willis was second. And here's what's left in this bin. This is Clint Black, Killing Time. I still have this available. Near mint, Clint Black, Killing Time, $64.99. We have Billy Joe, Nylon Curtain. That was a Japanese press, $39.99. Led Zeppelin, song remains the same, $64.99. The Legend soundtrack is $74.99. The Legend soundtrack, $74.99. Anthology of Bread, $14.99. The Doobie Brothers, Living on the Fault Line, $14.99. Conan the Barbarian is still available, $64.99. Mr. Mister, $34.99. Amadeus soundtrack, $19.99. The Wraith soundtrack, $49.99. Gold stamp promo. And The Who, Who Are You? This was a limited edition pressing they did in '78 on red vinyl. All right, and Queens Rock's now at 90. Joe Gabriel wants the Led Zeppelin. Rat, high bid on Rat. Joe, it's between R.M. Lazelle and Joe Gabriel. Joe Gabriel has it for 62. John Humphrey's in on the Queens Rock at 100. How does water damage happen? It happened when you least expect it. That's how records get damaged. That you have them stored somewhere. Like this guy, he had a few get wet. He had no idea. He just, actually, the ones I've had get wet, I had some get wet in my personal collection about 10 years ago. I walked in and I picked up a copy of off the shelf of High Tides and Green Grass by the Rolling Stones, and it was literally like smushy. And some water had ran down a window pane and just kind of seeped in. You got to really make sure where you got your record stored. So it can happen anywhere. A living room, by a window, on the floor, on a shelf, just a ceiling drip, and then it runs down. It happens when you least expect it. And Gloria wants The Who. Another good decision. Y'all are making some great decisions tonight. Okay, so we got two big auctions going. Lots of bids still happening on both. They're still bidding on Rat and they're still bidding on Queens Rock. I've got more records to show you. I'm going to do a crate of new stuff, I think, from the other night that we didn't get to. This is not necessarily new stuff, but it's some stuff that we hadn't got to yet. It's never been shown. So let me do that right now. We also have some killer new vinyl in. Where's the crate I set off? I was going to go through last night's new vinyl one more time. Where is it? I guess it's that green crate right there with MC5. We'll do that in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the vintage stuff. Stick with the vintage stuff, because tomorrow night, probably the first hour of the show, maybe not the first hour, first 30 minutes will be very heavy new vinyl as we go through new releases. High Tides and Green Grasses, the Outlaws, not the Rolling Stones. I mean Green Grass and High Tides. Yes, the Rolling Stones compilation. Thank you, Craig. All right. Let's see. Resealable sleeves. I've seen water get in those before. You got to make sure there's no air holes in them. They can get water in them, so just don't try to go swimming with them. Rat is at $65. Joe Gabriel, let me know if you're in or out. R.M. Lazelle has that for $65, and Queens Rock is at $115 with George Somers. There's a war going on this between George and John. John's in at $117. These are all vintage new arrivals as stickered. We have Melanie, Leftover Wine, $9.99. Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes is back, $14.99. Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze, $9.99. Rocking Down the Block, 45 original hits by original artist. 1, 2, 3, 4 LPs, $29.99. Looks like some good stuff too. $29.99, Rocking Down the Block. Dave Grusin, One of a Kind. Never seen that one before, $9.99. John Handy, Where Go the Boats, $9.99. Neil Diamond Moods is $12.99. Cross Country, $19.99. That's a cool cover. The Kinks, Misfits, $19.99. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free, $14.99. Rod Stewart, Blondes Have More Fun, is $14.99. Stephen Stills 2, $19.99. And the Jubilators, Togetherness, $9.99. Okay, they're still bidding on Rat. Arm Lazelle, you're out. Joe's at 66. Marco V wants Rock Around the Block. That's sold to Marco V. Jesse Hood wants Seals and Croft. Michael Nath on Grusin. John Humphreys out on Queensryche. George Somers has that for $120. Going once, going twice. Queensryche, The Warning. Mint, Japanese pressing. Arm Lazelle's also out on Rat. That means Rat's at 66. Final call on both of those, $120 and $66. Elton John, Blue Moves, $24.99. Frank Sinatra, The World We Knew, $14.99. Biff Rose, Half Live at the Bitter End, $9.99. The Gary Burton Quartet, Passengers, $19.99. Caravan, this is Cunning Stunts, $19.99. Backstreet Crawler, The Band Plays On, $19.99. And The Best of Rod Stewart, 2 LP, that's a good one, $24.99. Great stuff on that one. Rat is sold to Joe Gabriel for $66, and Queensryche is sold to George Somers for $170. Those are sold and sold. Time to get some new auctions started. We have a Rush, a Rush, a Rush, and a Joy Division, and I've got a whole crate of Japanese stuff here. Kiss, Jimmy Buffett. I may auction off this Spandau Ballet. Let's go ahead and pull our next Japanese LP, which is going to be, I think somebody said Elton John. There's Elton John. And let's do, let me see what Kiss Animalize looks like. Kiss Animalize. Kiss Animalize is going to be a $35 start. Kiss Animalize, US 1984 OG, Black Mercury label. This has the original inner sleeve with it. Kiss Animalize is a $35 start. That's up for auction. And Elton John, self-titled. This is going to be a $45 start. Elton John, self-titled. Textured cover, Obi, really nice. There's the gatefold with the lyrics. Also has a Japanese lyric insert, or the original anti-static. And the vinyl is near mint, pristine. Elton John, Blue Moves. This is nice. Or excuse me, Elton John, self-titled. This is nice. I was reading Ron's comment. Blue Moves is near mint. It's a 2 LP. Original inner sleeves. It is $24.99. Doug's at $45 on Elton. Michael also bid $45 on Elton. Debbie Blair was first to Rod Stewart. Rob Scheffler was second. Debbie Blair was first on that. Rob, you was second. Kiss is at $35. Looking for a $35 start on that. I don't have any more Super Disc pulled to auction. Not saying, I know we have more. There's several in this collection, but I don't have any more like on standby. So if we do auction one, it's not going to be probably in the next 30 minutes. The Kingsman, Volume 3, that's $12.99. Rod Stewart, Foolish Behavior, $14.99. Pat Metheny, Watercolors, $19.99. And Fess Parker, star of the TV series Daniel Boone. I've never seen that exact one. It's a radio station copy, $19.99. I think I missed price. No, I didn't. Caravan price. Brent Rabley, that was $19.99. The Big Hits, Johnny Cash, Lefty Frizzell, Freddie Hart, Stonewall Jackson, Carl Perkins, Columbia 6-Eye Comp, $19.99. Frank Sinatra, Come Dance With Me is $19.99. Chris Ferrara wants Pat Metheny. Chris, you were bidding on an auction last night when we lost connection. I'm going to message you and the other person and figure out where we were at on that. I know where we were at on it, or we can just re-auction it later again tonight. There is some storms on the way. We hope that our connection, knock on wood, stays really good. Right now, it's like an ominous type feeling outside. It's awfully warm for January in Tennessee, so I think there's some storms on the way. $7.99 for Ian Dury. Brent Rabley said sold, and that was on this Caravan. Michael Massey wants Ian Dury. That's sold to Michael Massey. Alex Roman Runch, Columbia 6i comp. This is called the Big Hits. The Big Hits, Columbia 6i. It looks like it's new. It's called the Big Hits, $19.99. Lynn's Farn, Happy Days is $14.99. All right, if anybody wants to bid on Kiss, bid $35. I'm about to end it. And then Elton John, Doug White's at $53. $53. We're getting rain in a couple hours north of you at the moment. I think it's headed your way. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So hopefully, I know we got a lot more to show, but hopefully our connection stays good. Michael Nath back in on that. The Broadway Kick, Frank Sinatra, $14.99. Dean Martin sings Frank Sinatra Conducts. That's $14.99. Frank Sinatra, This Love of Mine, $14.99. We have people asking all the time for Sinatra, especially here in the store. So we've been putting a ton out, as you can tell. I'm going to try to get them all together and keep them in a bin. Unbelievable amount of people that want Sinatra albums that come into the store. We sold out of all those comps we had, the music on vinyl, so we got lots of OG stuff, though. The Kinks is $19.99. Spencer Davis Group with their new face on. I don't see this one as often. $24.99 for Spencer Davis Group with their new face on. Rejoice is $14.99. Mind Games, John Lennon, $19.99. Michael Nath wants the Kinks, Sleeper Walker. Doug, let me know if you're in on Elton John. If anybody wants Kiss, it's a $35 buy it now. Kiss Animalize is a $35 buy it now if anybody wants that. I'm putting it up here with the only other auction that did not get a bid tonight. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's do a Rush. Did we sell one of these the other night? I think we did. I don't think we did an Exit Stage Left. Nice copy. I think we had the other live album. We had, which I've got it over here too. We had All the World's a Stage. This is a nice copy. 2LP gatefold, Rush, Exit Stage Left. This is not a club. There's a lot of club pressings of this. This is not a club. Nice cover too. If you get it out of the 3 mil bag, you'll see it's really nice. $45 start on Rush, Exit Stage Left. Live Rush. Great stuff. $45 stuff. $45 start. Let's see. Doug's out on Elton. Where did we get to here? Alex Roman got the comp. Kinks. Brent Hall. Rod Stewart was $14.99. Blondes Have More Fun. Whatever happened to that? It's in shrink wrap. Nice copy. It is $14.99. Brent Hall on JL. John Lennon, that's sold to Brent Hall. Michael, I think you were second on that. David Tate takes the Kiss for $35. Doug's out on Elton. 45 on Rush. 45 and 45. All right, and then this Elton John, we finally got an out confirmation, or I was waiting for an out confirmation. $55, that's sold to Michael Nath. 3 bidders on Rush at 45. That means I need to put up another Japanese pressing. Let me go ahead and run this James Bond soundtrack. I think it's really cool. Yes, I already have it. That's why I'm auctioning it. Took me forever to find one. I have one for you now. If anybody's remotely interested in collecting Bond soundtracks, this is one I don't see very often. It's a Japanese press from Russia with Love. Of course, the vinyl is mint, unplayed. Really cool cover, especially with the Obi on it. Has a James Bond, Sean Connery Obi. Nice cover. Really cool back, of course. We just don't get this too often. That's a $55 start. $55 start from Russia with Love. Japanese soundtrack. That's a $55 start. Okay, Rush, 45, 45, 50, and 50, now 55. Platters price. Platters have the magic touch. I have not. Where am I at the end of the crate? What happened? I think they fell over. The Platters is $9.99. I think I was just right here. Yeah, I was just right here. Bad Manners Crowbar, $14.99. We have Ambrosia with the die cut cover that flips up, $9.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, four-way street. It does have some radio station markings. This is Kate, or I don't know, that might be somebody's, I don't know, it says KMAC, K-M-A-C. I don't know if that's a radio station or not. This is a UK pressing with the insert, $34.99. This is a nice UK pressing with insert. Does have some writing right here, and does have some writing back here. The vinyl is near mint minus UK VG Plus cover, $34.99. Do I need a 7th? You can never have enough Rush. That is for sure. That is $9.90. The platters is $9.99 if anybody wants that. We have a $55 bid on Rush and a $55 bid on James Bond. Those are going once, going twice. Peter Frampton, I'm in you. That's $19.99. The Manhattan Transfer, Mecca for Moderns, $9.99. Melanie is $9.99. Seals and Croft, Diamond Girls is $9.99. The Giant soundtrack is $14.99. Invisible Moods, $14.99. That's a 2LP comp as well. Nielsen, B.W. Stevenson, Paul Anka, Main Ingredient. That's $14.99. Air Supply, Lost in Love is $9.99. Let's see. Tommy Flowers wants the platters, of course. Platters and Buck Owens. Always going to Tommy Flowers. The Carpenters, the Singles Collection, which is like their hits, $9.99. Eddie Kendricks, Vintage 78. Eddie Kendricks is $14.99. Meet the Swag Men. The Swag Men, $14.99. And Ronnie Law's Fever, that is $14.99. K-Mac is in a radio station in Iowa. Yvette wants the Carpenters. All right, Rush is now at $58, then $60. Grant is at $55 on the James Bond soundtrack. Grant's one of the characters in this movie, and Grant has the bid at $55. Rush is at $60. Rush is at $60 with Joe Gabriel. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's go through this crate. I'm just going to read the titles one more time, then I'm going to get a crate from stuff from the night before. I hadn't really flipped through that one, Tanner, if you want to, if you have time. Let me read the titles here. Melanie, Frank Sinatra, John Handy, Neil Diamond, Cross Country, The Kinks, Rod Stewart, Stephen Stills, The Jubilators, Frank Sinatra, Biff Rose, The Gary Burton Quartet, Backstreet Crawler, The Band Plays On, The Kingsmen, Rod Stewart, Fess Parker, Daniel Boone, Frank Sinatra, Lynn's Farn, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, Spencer Davis Group, Rejoice, Bad Manners, Crowbar, Ambrosia still available, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Four-Way Street, Peter Frampton, Mecca for Moderns, Manhattan Transfer, Melanie, Seals and Croft, Diamond Girl, the Giant soundtrack, Invisible Moods, Air Supply, Eddie Kendricks, the Swag Men, and Ronnie Laws. All right, let's go ahead and sell Grant Peltzer James Bond for $55. High bid on Rush is actually Scotty G-Force on YouTube was the high bidder. Joe, he was in first at 60. So to get back in on Rush, you actually got to bid more than 60. More than 60. Somebody asked me the other day, there's like, Chad, why do you think there's such a demand for Rush albums? And I was like, well, there's not a lot out there. They were a big band, no doubt, but they didn't sell a ton of albums. They sold a lot, but their stuff's not really being reissued. And I think now in 2023, with a lot of detailed musical analysis going on, I think a lot of people agree when it comes down to pure talent, those three guys, probably talent, top 10 bands of all time, without a question. And there's just a huge demand for their stuff. Collectibles, everything. $62 is the high bid on Rush, Exit Stage Left. Yeah. Let's see. That one. Okay, we're going through this crate here. I'm trying to figure out what we need to auction and what we... There's some stuff I've already told a couple people, like, hey, there's a super disc. Let me just take it over here. Yeah, this is going to be complicated. I think this crate may be in a box he set aside for me to auction. Oh my gosh, this is tough. Okay, let me pull a couple of these out first. All right, let's see here. Let's go through this crate right here. Yeah, I know it. Tanner's like, I'd be better off on that crate just taking stuff and just, you know, that's a tough one. I got a different crate. I'm going to go through these first. A lot of that stuff we're going to have to auction. So, okay, Joy Division, I was grabbing that one first. What did I just say? I couldn't spit it out. Okay, this Joy Division is Unknown Pleasures from 2007 pressing. Joy Division Unknown Pleasures. This is going to be a $45 start. $45 start. I'm such a tease. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get these in front of the camera. See, last night when I finally got in after the sale, I hadn't even been home since my trip. And John worked on these today, and I really hadn't even had time to process these. So the next day, we're right into selling these things, and I hadn't even had time to look at them. So I have to do a lot of that live during the sale. So, okay, back up to the top. Okay, the first comment I missed was Jeremy Ivy. He said, which air supply? It was Lost Without Your Love, I think. No, that's Lost in Love. Jeremy Ivy, that's Lost in Love. It's $9.99 if you want it. Next was Rush 62. How much was Seals and Croft Diamond Girl? Jesse, that was $9.99. Kirk, we're doing fine, thank you. Rush is at 65. Rush is at 65. Clay Moore wants Rod Stewart, Blondes Have More Fun. That's sold to Clay Moore. That's the next claim. The Stevie Ray, I will put it up for auction in just a second. Rush is at 67. Rush 69. Rush 70. Rush 72. And condition of Joy Division. This is near mint. This is near mint. It's Joy Division Unknown Pleasures. $45 start. This is 2007. 2007. That's what we have on the back. That's the only thing I can tell you. It says 2007, 180 gram. That is a $45 start. Well, let's see here. Rush 73. Jesse Hood wants Seals and Croft Diamond Girls. I've got that right here. And then if anybody who asked about the other one I pulled out, let me know. All right. So just an update on our two auctions. Rush, exit stage left, very nice copy. The vinyl on this one is very nice, as in near mint minus. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Not an OG on Joy Division. Nope. Seals and Croft, so did Jesse. Everything in here is sticker price. I'm going to start trying to keep two auctions pretty fast. If not, we'll start doing three, which I feel like I can keep up with, but we'll just have to pay close attention. I'm going to keep going through these. We have Rhinoceros. We had one the other night. This is the self-titled one. This is $29.99. Rhinoceros, red Electra label. The Rose Garden. I think we're into some stuff still from that Pennsylvania collection. There's a couple albums that guy really, really liked. There's a couple of them. Bobby Gosh is $9.99. And the Tarney Spencer Band, Run for Your Life, $14.99. Liar, Set the World on Fire in shrink wrap, $14.99. Jeremy Ivy does want air supply. Joe's out on Rush. Jimmy Ball has it for $75. Final call. If anybody wants Joy Division, it's a buy it now for $45. Joy Division's a buy it now for $45. If you want that, I would buy it now. Where's the crate I just had that had all that in it? Did you take it back over there, or is that a different one? Yeah, just let's set it right next to the Japanese stuff, and I'll start figuring out what we're going to auction out of that. Okay, final call on that. Some people's asked about Stevie Ray Vaughan. Let me go ahead and do that one as well. We have a Stevie Ray Vaughan Soul to Soul Japanese pressing. I've never had this. Never had this before. Stevie Ray Vaughan Soul to Soul. This is a $65 start. I haven't seen too much of his stuff in general on Japanese presses. This is probably the first one we've offered. Near mint, pristine, soul to soul, Stevie Ray Vaughan. There's the vinyl. There's the cover. Obi does have a retail sticker on the front, a rental sticker. There's the insert. That's a $75 or $65 start. I think I said. Yeah, $65 start on that. Michael Nath is in. Does Joy Division have a textured cover? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, still bidding on Rush. 76, now 78. Michael's in on Stevie Ray Vaughan at 65. A Taste of Honey includes the hit single Rescue Me, $9.99. Twice as Sweet. The Challengers, Light My Fire with Classical Gas. The Challengers, a sealed, $19.99. Anacostia. I don't know a lot about that one. It is $9.99 though. The Animals, Ark is $14.99. Larry Norman, Upon This Rock, $29.99. 20 Big Boss Favorites, 10 Great Hits of 64, 10 Great Oldies, $14.99. Brand X Livestock is $19.99. Flash Cadillac and the Continental Kids, $14.99. Grand Funk Phoenix, $17.99. The Sound of the Flamingos, $14.99. And Tommy James, Christian of the World. That is $19.99. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at 75. Steve Howell, let me know if you're in or out on Rush. Jimmy Ball's at $78. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at 75. The best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Yes, very, very nice. $19.99. The best of Tommy James and the Shondells. Grand Funk Railroad, Good Singing, Good Playing, $19.99. The Who, Face Dances, $19.99 for The Who Face Dances. Rush 80, now 81. This does have the poster with it. This does have the poster. 81 on Rush, 80 on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Rick James, Throwing Down. I don't think I've shown that one before. $19.99 on Rick James. Mick Jagger, She's the Boss in shrink wrap and hype sticker, $24.99. The Rumor, Max is $9.99. And Reflections. This is the best of Rick James. This is the best of Rick James. That's $19.99. All right. Rush 80. 81. Stevie Ray Vaughan 80. Justin's out. Rush 82. Brad Moore on FAM. Typo. Okay. And then Claymore wants the Flamingos. We have Jimmy Ball 83 on Rush. We have Jeff McMaster wants RJBO. I bet he meant TJ Best of. Tommy James Best of. And Brent Hall also put RJ. I think when he tried to... No, that was Rick James. My bad. We had a TJ and we had an RJ. Jeff McMaster was first to Rick James Best of. They're still bidding on Rush, and we're still bidding on Stevie Ray Vaughan. The Four Tops, Main Street People, $19.99. Billy Preston, I Wrote a Simple Song, $19.99. Jill Berry wants the Anacostia. That's sold to Jill Berry. That was a few back. It's right here. That's sold to Jill Berry. Bloontz. Is that what that says? BLOONTZ. $19.99. Blood Rock Passage is $19.99. And Rick James Garden of Love. Rick James Garden of Love. Motown 1979 Gordy pressing in shrink wrap. $19.99. Dreams is $19.99. And Toronto Head On. Toronto Head On. That is $9.99. Rush 84, Stevie Ray Vaughan 85, Rush 85, Jeff McMaster on BP. That was Blood Rock Passage. That's sold to Jeff McMaster. Brand X, Do They Hurt? $19.99. Boxer, absolutely, $9.99. Brand X Moroccan Roll. Brand X Moroccan Roll, $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. And Brooklyn Bridge, also $19.99. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Die cut cover, or is this two saw marks? I guess that's a die cut cover. $14.99 on that. Two people out on Rush and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Rush is, no, never mind. BP was for Billy Preston, not Blood Rock Passage. So Jeff McMaster gets Billy Preston. Out on Rush, Jimmy Ball has that for 85, going once, going twice. Stevie Ray Vaughan's at 85 with Brent Rabley. That's going once, going twice. That was, that must have been the magic number, $85. That's where we have stopped at on both of those. The Great Concert of Charles Mingus. Nice. 1972. That is sealed. Sealed, and that is $49.99. Grand Funk Railroad On Time. That's $19.99. And we have Roger McGowan. That is $19.99. Yes, Phil Collins is on drums on Brand X. Final Call on Rush and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Blood Rock Live is $19.99. McGinnis's Flint is $19.99. Dickie Betts and Great Southern, Atlanta's Burning Down, $19.99. And The Romantics in Heat, that's $19.99. Harry Chapin, Greatest Stories Live, $14.99. And Four Tops, Changing Times, $14.99. McGuinn, thank you, Craig. Mia Willis was the Charles Mingus Live. That sold to Mia. Adam Stein, you were next. $85. Brent Rabley gets Stevie Ray Vaughan. Sold. $85. Rush, Exit Stage Left is sold to Jimmy Ball. Also $85. I've got, I hadn't got to do a lot of research on this one, but, well, I'm going to wait on that one. It's another Rush album. It's a 200 gram. We will wait on that one. We will be patient. Let me figure out what else I have over here to be put up for auction. There's a bunch. How about a Smashing Pumpkins? Whoa. What did I just say, Tanner? A Smashing Pumpkins. That's right. All right, let's see what we have. I need an energy drink. Yeah, I do too. I hadn't took my caffeine supplement today, and I haven't had an energy drink, and I've had very little food. I was on the phone on the way down here talking to a collector who's in Texas that we're trying to get a deal done on a collection. If we do get it, I think y'all's minds will be blown. And y'all know I'm not really one to ever hype stuff up, right? That's a joke. But really good stuff. I finally got the Panda Express. The line was huge. I was like, okay, I've got time. I had to get here. I had to pull pre-orders. I was up very late. I wasn't going to be, but I was up very late. So I get down here as usual, late at the store. I pull up to the window, and they said, the guy in front of you, the total for the previous customer, $156 or $146. The guy literally in front of me ordered everything they had. I think he took everything they had left at Panda, and then I couldn't order anything. Then I got stuck behind them, and I couldn't move, and so I had to wait anyways. They was like, it's going to be another 20 minutes before we cook anything. So I'm, long story short, I'm sure y'all don't care about any of that. I haven't really got to eat. So, okay, Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads tribute. Nice. Once again, something that's not really in print or never has been reissued. This is a live concert. It's a Ozzy live concert. Of course, Randy Rhoads is on guitar paying tribute. This is a nice copy. He's paying tribute to Randy Rhoads. It's a live concert with Randy Rhoads on guitar. I guess you'll get what I'm trying to say. Nice copy. This came from the collection in West Arkansas. This guy was a Randy Rhoads fan. He had this huge Randy Rhoads. No, don't order any pizzas. Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute album. Don't order any pizza. Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute is a $75 start. $75 start. No pizzas. I won't explain why, just don't order any pizza. Smashing Pumpkins. This is something, as y'all know, we get and they don't come in, or we get them, we sell out, etc. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my words right now. This is Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. So this is the most recent pressing that we get that, we sell out of pretty quick. This is a $50 start. So when we get these in new, we retail them for $100. And John priced it on the back about what they're selling for on Discogs right now, which is more than what they normally retail for when we get them in new. So just FYI, this is $55 start, or 50. The code is in at 55. Sorry, let me reset my brain. I got messed up when I started trying to explain that story to y'all. Basically, I got screwed at Panda Express. Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads tribute album is a $75 start. This is a U.S. This is not a, we had a Japanese press the other night. This is a US OG. Of course, there only is an OG. There never was repressed or reissue. $75 start for that. Smashing Pumpkins now at 60. Chuck Berry's Golden Hits, $19.99. If you've been wanting one of these and you always miss out on the new ones, or you don't want to pay $100 or more for a new one, this might be the one you want to bid on before it gets too high. Brian's at $60. Backdoor 8th Street Nights is $14.99. 8th Street Nights, Brewer and Shipley, Shake Off the Demon, $19.99. Jefferson Starship, Spitfire is $14.99. Zager and Evans is $14.99. We have Neil Young Reactor, $19.99. Caravan, another one, Caravan. Blind Dogs at St. Dunstan's, $24.99 for that. The Guess Who Flavors is $14.99. Randy Pie, Fast Forward. What an interesting cover, $9.99. Fun Lovin' Freddie and the Dreamers is $12.99. Insight Just in Time is $39.99. What do we have here? This is $9.99. This is The Rumor, Frog Sprouts, Clogs, and Krauts, $9.99. And Ruby and the Romantics, Greatest Hits album, $9.99. Cameron's at $70 on the Smashing Pumpkins. Still no bid. I want to make sure everybody watching knows what's up for a bid. That's an Ozzy Randy Rose tribute album for a $75 start. Near mint, nice copy, inner sleeves. Does everybody realize that's up for bid? Just want to make sure. Ruby and the Romantics sold to Michael Nath. Jimmy Ball's at $75 on Smashing Pumpkins. Let me change out crates. I think I've almost pulled. Let me see what I've got in here. This is a tough crate. It's a really tough crate for me to flip through because it's just incredible. Let's see. I may just have to kind of show stuff one at a time. That's what, it might be where I just kind of, it's not really a crate, I just kind of show records, you know? All right. There's that. There's that. What do we have here? There's that. Okay, there's that and that. All right, let me lay those right there. We have the Motley Crue. A couple of these are originals. The wind's blowing. I can hear our roof is like cracking and stuff. It must be some heavy winds. All right, yeah, I'm good now. All right, let me put up a new crate. This has got some really good stuff in it. I pulled out several. If we don't auction them tonight, we will at some point. I promise I'm not keeping or hiding any records. It's just stuff that either John priced it and I want to auction it, or there may be some stuff, if we do straight price it, I'm going to lower the prices, and there's some that I might raise the prices. Ozzy, $75.80, $75. Steve Howe's at $80 on Ozzy. Smashing Pumpkins is at $80 with Cameron Martin. Both records are at $80. Brent Rabley wants the Caravan record. That was right here. Brent Rabley on Caravan. Sold to Brent Rabley. Okay, next crate. This is new stuff from yesterday. Let me get this into position. Sade, Diamond Life, nice copy, $49.99. Original inner sleeve, Sade, Diamond Life, near mint, $49.99 for Sade, Diamond Life. Smashing Pumpkins is at $85. Ozzy is at $80 with Steve Howe, going once, going twice. Steely Dan, Pretzel Logic, nice copy, $34.99. I do not have that modern English. No, I do not. Steely Dan, nice copy of Pretzel Logic, $34.99. Toto Fahrenheit, $19.99 for Toto Fahrenheit. Till Tuesday, Voices Carry, $19.99 for Till Tuesday. Queen, One Vision. We auctioned off one of these the other night, I think, from George's collection. This one's $24.99. Queen, One Vision, 12-inch single, $24.99. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Make It Better, Forget About Me, This is $14.99. That's a 12-inch single with the Gators on the front. Gators. Billy Squier, Live and More. This is a 1983 Japanese pressing. $29.99 for Billy Squier. Judy Collins. This is a super disc. A Nautilus super, well, it's not Nautilus, but it's a super disc. $24.99 for Judy Collins. And we have a Night at Studio 54. This is $29.99. A lot of people ask me if I have this. It's a really good compilation. A Night at Studio 54 if you're into that genre of music. Okay, back up to the top. We've got Smashing Pumpkins 85. And then we have Aram Lazelle was first on Steely Dan. Aram Lazelle, you were first on Steely Dan. Darren Wortman bid 85 on Ozzy. Did somebody get the Toronto album? If not, how much? Tommy, it's still available. I forgot how much, but I can show it to you in just a few moments. Kevin Willis was first on Till Tuesday. Jimmy Ball was first on Queen. Steve Howell's back in on Ozzy at 90. Wyatt, you were second on Till Tuesday. Jeff McMaster first on Tom Petty. Carol Puckett second. Kelly Cook third. Tommy Green first on Billy Squier. Jill Berry, you were second. Sherry Darnell on Studio 54. That one was $29.99. Night at Studio 54. Chris Ferrara, you were second. Now, update on our auctions. The Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute is at $90. Darren, you were second, so bid again or say out, please. Steve's at $90. And then Smashing Pumpkins, Jimmy Ball's out, and Cameron had that for $85. Could that be our magic number again? No, never mind. Ozzy's already at $80 or $90. Smashing Pumpkins is at $85. Going twice, going three times. Heavy Traffic in Stockholm. Sorry, I couldn't spit that out. This is a 1987 live unofficial from Traffic on red vinyl. This is very cool. $59.99. Chris Wood, Steve Winwood, red vinyl, live unofficial Traffic in Stockholm. 67 and 70. $59.99. Very cool. $59.99. Do I want to listen to that? Absolutely. Manaheim Steamroller, Fresh Air 5, $14.99. And Tim Buckley. Tim Buckley's a 1966 white label promo, $49.99. White label promo, Tim Buckley. Well, this one don't want to come out. Feels like it's magnetized or something. White label promo, Electra, Tim Buckley. I'm going to keep that one behind the cover. Alrighty. We have the original Disco Duck. That is a 1977 UK pressing. Disco Duck, RSO. That is $19.99. All right, both Aussies, both auctions are done. Steve Howe gets the Ozzy Randy Rhoads tribute for $90, and Smashing Pumpkins is sold for $85 to Cameron Martin. Sold and sold. We had that one stickered for $139.99, and I think that's about the going rate on those. And when they're new, whenever we do get new ones come in, that's about what they probably are. What do we have over here? Fastway. Yeah, okay. Both of these records. Yeah, let's do these right here. Very good stuff here. We've got. Let's do Fastway with the hype sticker featuring Easy Living Another Day. We Become One, Say What You Will. Fastway is near mint. Really nice copy. And it has the bonus 45 with it. Has the white label 7-inch bonus with it. This is going to be a $35 start. Also a gold stamp promo. Fastway is a $35 start. Near mint. Nice cover too. Has the bonus 45, 1983 gold stamp promo. Fastway is a $35 start. Slayer, South of Heaven. This is out of print. This is a 2013 version. It is out of print. This is out of print. Slayer. It does have a spine crackle over here on it, right here. This side spine is cracked. Vinyl, of course, there's the inner sleeve. The vinyl's near mint. This is an $85 start. Slayer, South of Heaven. 2013 remaster, Slayer, South of Heaven. Devin's in on Fastway at 35. Slayer is $85 start. Susie wants Disco Duck. We have Zorro and the Blue Footballs, rated blue. Interesting. $49.99. Zorro and the Blue Footballs, rated blue. That is $49.99. I don't know a lot about that. Devin's at 35 on Fastway, going once, going twice. Symphony for Improvisers, Don Cherry on Blue Note, $49.99. Symphony for Improvisers, Don Cherry on Blue Note, $49.99. Blue Note Jazz. Def Leppard, Pyromania, $44.99. Def Leppard, Pyromania. Near mint copy, nice cover too. VG Plus or better. That is $44.99. Chris Wood is at 37 on Fastway. Mia Willis wants Don Cherry, Days of the New. We're waiting for more to come in, essentially. We only got 5 copies. We had 28 pre-orders. I tried getting them from other places. I don't think Music on Vinyl anticipated the demand for that release. They're probably going to work on pressing more. If you pre-ordered it with us and you didn't get one, I'm going to keep you on the list until we do. By the way, Temple the Dog, we're getting 15 copies. They'll be here tomorrow. I have a waiting list that's about that long, but it's from like 8 months ago. So we're going to go through and email everybody or message everybody to see if they still want one. And then if I have any left, which I doubt that I do, I'll show them live tomorrow night. But we did get another shipment of Temple the Dog. Waiting for more of those to come in. Fastway 38, Fastway 40. Mia Willis got the Don Cherry. Def Leppard still in there. Meatloaf, Bad Attitude. Meatloaf is $34.99. Bad Attitude, $34.99. Christine McVie, $24.99 for Christine McVie. And Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Gold Stamp Promo, Like a Rock, $29.99. The Judds is $19.99. The Judds is $19.99. Slayer. Slayer is an $85 bot now, if anybody wants that. South of Heaven. I'm going to put that back together and lay it right there. Also over here on the bot now stuff, Joy Division was a $45 bot now. And we have Death Wish 2 soundtrack. That was from earlier. That's a $40 bot now. Everything else, we're waiting for bundle deals possibly later. Fastway still getting bids. We have 38, 40, 41, 42. Patrick Carter on Christine McVie. Leslie Holt wants the Judds. Next auction is going to be, let's do a Japanese pressing over here. Ooh, Star Wars. We got another Star Wars soundtrack. I forgot about this one. Let's see. Jake Rogers wants the Joy Division. Star Wars. We had one of these the other night. This one has the poster with it. Star Wars soundtrack. Gatefold with Obi. Very, very nice. Nice cover. Almost no signs of wear on it. It has this Japanese insert. And it has the poster with it. Very cool. And I think I had one of these before. Framed. And we couldn't figure out what it was. And somebody brought it in and sold it to us. But yeah, it's a very cool 20th century, of course. That's a poster that was inserted with that. This is a $65 start. Star Wars, original motion picture soundtrack. $65 start on that. 2 LP, $65 start. Vinyl is near mint. We have cover with Obi, and it has the poster and insert. $65 on Star Wars. Fastway, 43, 45. Jake Rogers wants the Joy Division for a $45 buy it now. Jake Rogers gets Joy Division for a $45 buy it now. Chris Woods at 45 on Fastway. Devin's out. Super Disc. I don't have any in my hands right now. There's none in that crate that I pulled and none over here. So really, I don't have any right now. No, I don't have any right now. George, I don't know really if I'm going to have any tonight. I know we have more, but we picked up 1,500 records. I don't know what John has priced and what he hasn't, but right now I don't see any. Michael Melvoin with Red Eye. This is $14.99. The Verve Urban Hymns. This is for 2008, $64.99. The Verve Urban Hymns, $64.99. That's now out of print. I remember having those at one point. We see Thelonious Monk on Prestige, 1962 mono. Monk, $49.99. Silver and black Prestige label, $49.99. Jake is at 65 on Star Wars. Bastion, the unpredictable Jimmy Smith, $24.99. Bastion, the unpredictable Jimmy Smith. This collection, a couple of these buys had some good records in them. Some good jazz records. $24.99 on that. 65 on Star Wars, going once, going twice. We can go ahead and sell Fastway. Chris Wood Sr. gets that for $45. Jimmy Ball wants the Verve, Ermin Hims. Mia Willis gets JS. That was Jimmy Smith. No, and TM. Monk and Jimmy Smith, both to Mia Willis. Those are sold and sold. Kevin Squires, you were next on the Verve. Star Wars is at 65, going twice, going 3 times. Going twice, going 3 times on that. Okay, I'm just going to show this record. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to auction this. I'm just going to show it. I'm going to tell you the price first. $199.99. It's the nicest copy we've ever had. $199.99, $200. This is Jimmy Buffett, Down to Earth. I think this is his first release. If it's not his first, it's one of his first. This is nice. Jimmy Buffett, Down to Earth, $199.99. It has a clip corner. Vinyl is near mint minus. Very nice, Jimmy Buffett. That's $199.99. So did Jeff McMaster. Charlie Parker, One Night in Washington. Charlie Parker, $19.99. And Sheila E. is $24.99. Here's another one I was going to auction, but I'll go ahead and just sell it. This is Spandau Ballet Parade. It's a gold stamp promo. It is $24.99. Spandau Ballet Parade. That is $24.99. $24.99 for that. Michael Nath on Charlie Parker. Star Wars is sold. $65 to Jake Rogers. It's time for 2 new auctions. Spandau Ballet, $24.99. Let me see what I got over here. Let's do, let's see, Van Halen, Monk. I see Motley Crue's and Scorpions and Thin Lizzy's. Let's do this Scorpions Virgin Killer. It's got the second cover. That might be a good thing, though. And Japanese pressing of Van Halen 1984. Let's do that. Let's see, Marty Kramer, SB. And Tanner, that one was $24.99. Spandau Ballet. We have the Scorpions Virgin Killers. This is the alternate cover. It's a black RCA label, Scorpions Virgin Killer. This is going to be a $35 start. Black RCA label. It is really nice as a near mint. And Van Halen 1984 Japanese pressing. This is a $65 start. It is near mint, pristine, Japanese vinyl, and we have the Japanese insert, and we have a nice cover with the Obi. That's a $65 start. $35 on the Scorpions, $65 on Van Halen. Here's what's left in this bin. We have Sade Diamond Life, $49.99. Toto Fahrenheit is $19.99. Judy Collins, I think somebody asked about this super disc. It is near mint. It is near mint, $24.99. We have Heavy Traffic in Stockholm. That's a 1987 red vinyl. The concerts are from 67 and 70. That is $59.99. Mannheim Steamroller is $14.99. Tim Buckley, White Label Promo, 1966, $49.99. Zorro and the Blue Footballs, $49.99. Stephen Tuttle's in on the Scorpions at $35. Def Leppard, surprisingly still available, $44.99. Meatloaf, Bad Attitude, $34.99. Bob Seger, Gold Stamp Promo, $29.99. Michael Melvoin is $14.99. And Sheila E. was $24.99. Stephen Tuttle, $35. Edward wants JC. That was Judy Collins. Van Halen, we're looking for a $65 start. And yes, we will take a break at 10 o'clock. Scorpions is a U.S. pressing. Yes, Scorpions Virgin Killer. Of course, the alternate cover was kind of banned. It was, yeah, it says previously released as AFL. Nice copy. Of course, we've had those before. They're pretty tough to get. That's a $35 bid with Stephen Tuttle. Okay, what's next? Let me grab, okay, let's see what I got here. I'm going to put the stuff I'm going to auction in front of this puzzle. Let me grab some more stuff over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good record. I'm just going to show this. I'm going to tell you the price first. First, yeah, I'm going to tell you the price on this. This is so nice. When I seen it, I was like, wow, that was my initial impression. It's $199.99, and I will say it will be tough for you to find a better one. It's a jazz record. $199.99. This is Monk, Thelonious Monk, Solo Monk. I'm pretty sure it's unplayed. Maybe once. Columbia 2i, mono, and I promise you, it is unbelievable. $199.99. Solo Monk, Columbia 2i, has the original bag, of course, that it came in. This is got to be the nicest one I've ever seen, for sure. Awesome cover, too. Absolute stunner. That's $199.99. That's sold to Mia Willis. Sold to Mia Willis. $199.99. All right, Stephen Tuttle gets the Scorpions for $35. If anybody wants Van Halen, we've had a couple come through recently. If you hadn't got one yet, now's the time. I've sold these for almost as much as $100. I've never really sold any under the $65. This is $65 buy it now. $65 buy it now. I may have sold one time for $50 that was VG Plus or EX. Mark said $55. I will sell this to you, Mark, for $60. $60 on that, if you want it. That's called splitting the difference. Okay, there's that. And there's that. I'm trying to get more auctions in our next crate ready, so just bear with me for a second. I'm walking over here and grabbing handfuls of other stuff. This and this. Really good stuff. This and this. And these. Okay, Mark Shelton said done. $60. Also, somebody asked about Sheila E. So that's sold to Mark for $60. Sheila E. Marty asked the tracks, and then Leslie claimed it. Sister Fate, Dear Michelangelo, A Love Bizarre, Toy Box, Yellow, Romance 1600, Mercy for the Speed of a Mad Clown in Summer, Bedtime Story. Marty, if you pass on that, then it's sold to Leslie or it's yours. Okay, Jeff wanted Van Halen. See, Jeff Johnson would have paid $65. So, Mark, you got a good deal. Pablo Cruz, $9.99. We pulled out all the Pablos. I'm just going to show them one at a time so that it doesn't slow down the show. We don't have to like all freak out and do our normal reaction. But this guy had a lot of Pablo. I think he had every one of them and some MoFi pressings and some audiophile pressings. That one is $9.99. Pablo Cruz, part of the game. All right. I'm going to change out crates here. How about we go back through? Let me figure out what I'm doing here. Kevin says he has it. Okay. I'm trying to get back to the bottom where we started. Some of this great stuff. I'm going to condense this crate and this crate. We've reached the point in the show where I'm having to do a little work to find new records to show you, so just bear with me. There's new vinyl from the night. There's all the new vinyl from last night. That now can all fit in one crate. Of course, that one crate we went through, there wasn't much left, was there, Tanner? There wasn't a whole lot left in that one. All right. Can't we pause for Pablo? We kind of are paused. That's why I went ahead and showed it. We've emptied about 4 crates already. I'm trying to get everything organized so I can keep going. All righty. What time is it? Okay, so Pablo, no takers? Oh my gosh. This is a curse if we don't sell it. Somebody has to take it. I'm not moving on. I am not moving on. I'm officially begging. Japanese Rolling Stones, ask and you shall receive. And let's do a Rush. We're going to go through all these Rush albums, and once again, we're not going to have... they're all going to be gone. Pablo is $9.99. All right. Talking about a nice copy, another live Rush, All the World's a Stage. Is this a club? This is not a club. It has a barcode. I think it's a repress. If it has a barcode, man, but it's near mint. Yes, Leslie, you got the Sheila E. This is a $45 start. $45 start for Rush, All the World's a Stage. Nice copy. Take a look at that. I mean, it's near mint. Near mint minus VG Plus cover. Rush is a $45 start. All the World's a Stage. Get in that while you can. Japanese press of the Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass. The Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass. This is also a $45 start. It does have a tear up here in the obi. It does have a tear in the obi. It has this Rolling Stones booklet with it. And the vinyl is near mint. It is very nice. Big hit. High Tide and Green Grass Stones. That's also a $45 start. So that's our next two auctions. Sorry for the quick pause we had, but I was just trying to get everything sorted. I'm going to run through a couple new LPs that we got in stock. And Pablo Cruz is sold to Alice Lowry. That's sold to Alice Lowry. Okay, that means the next Pablo Cruz can get this one. Now, this is one we don't have too often. This is Pablo Cruz. This is self-titled. This is their debut album, I'm pretty sure. That one's $9.99. $9.99. That's now available. Okay, let me get my camera situated. Rush is 45. Rush 55. Rush 60. Rush 67. Rolling Stones 47. Carlene Rollins first to Pablo. Marty was second. All right, new vinyl. We had a restock, if you missed it, of Dave Matthews Band, Under the Table and Dreamin'. That's still available for $42.99. I've got 5 copies. They'll be gone soon, and then you'll regret not buying one. I've got some Motley Crue albums. These are $33.99. I've got Theater of Pain. I've got Girls, Girls, Girls. Too Fast for Love. And Shout at the Devil. Those are all $33.99. $33.99. Tumbleweed Connection, Elton John is $31.99. Madman Across the Water is $36.99. And a tough-to-get Aerosmith album. This is $48.99. Aerosmith, Get a Grip, $48.99. Bill Walton wants a Dave Matthews Band. Ryan Rice on Girls, Girls, Girls. Motley Crue. The Rolling Stones high bid is $55. And the high bid on Rush, Arm Lazelle has this for $68. Near mint minus on the vinyl. Really nice copy. VG Plus or better on the cover. And that is now $68 to Arm Lazelle. We have Bill Walton on Aerosmith, Get a Grip. Tanner, I'm going to give you this one. They don't have a price tag, but they're $48.99. Sherry Darnell wants Madman Across the Water. Carol's out on the Rolling Stones. Brent, you have the Rolling Stones, High Tide and Green Grass. By the way, it is a gatefold cover. I didn't even really show that, but it is a gatefold cover. Does it have anything else in it? No, it doesn't. Great songs, though. Have you ever seen Your Mother, Baby, Standing in the Shadow? Paint It Black. It's all over now. The Last Time, Heart of Stone, Not Fade Away. Satisfaction, Get Off My Cloud, 10 Years Go By, Lady Jane. That's actually got a little bit different track list than I think the US version. Yeah, this cover, I think this repress cover, it's a little bit darker looking than, I agree with you, Brad, than what they normally look like. Peters at 70. All right, so Final Call on the Stones, so that's where we're at on that. Jimi Hendrix live at the Los Angeles Forum. That is from 1969, 2LP, $44.99. Brent K wants a Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. These are all $33.99. The only one I don't have is Dr. Feelgood. I need to order more of those. Well, they are ordered. I'm just waiting for them to press more. Tyler Childers, Long Violent History, $26.99. The Clash, Give 'Em Enough Rope, is $33.99. Iron Maiden, No Prayer for the Dying, that was $39.99. Kiss, the Peter Criss solo album, a restock of that, $33.99. Allman Brothers Band, live at the Fillmore East, $49.99. By the way, if I've missed anybody's questions, questions, comments, if I don't answer you, that means I probably missed it, or I didn't have an answer, or I don't know. But just at any time, I know I go real fast sometimes. Peter is at 80 on Rush, and Final Call on the Rolling Stones at 55. MC5 is $28.99. Cake Fashion Nugget, restock of that, $33.99. Johnny Thunder, So Alone, red vinyl. The New York Dolls guitarist, by the way, $29.99. And we have Chicago's Greatest Hits, picture disc version, $29.99. Gwen Carley wants the Peter Criss. That's sold to Gwen Carley. R.M. Lazelle's out on Rush. Peter Brickley has that for $80. And the Rolling Stones is now at $55. That's sold. That's a sold price. That is sold for $55. I think they're saying the feed is freezing. That's because there's storms getting near. We have our next, what time is it, by the way? We got to pause at 10 anyway, but we have time for one, maybe two more auctions. We have, let me do, let's see here. Well, let's put up another Japanese, that was a Japanese press, so let's put up another Japanese press. I got another Stones here. All right, so if you're watching on Facebook and your feed freezes, you may have to close out your app, come out and restart. If you're watching on a desktop, just refresh your browser. If you're watching on YouTube, you're probably fine. So just close out of your feed and come back. I'm not going to sell any auctions. If you're bidding or was going to bid, don't worry. We have Rolling Stones. This one's called The Best, The Rolling Stones. Tell Me, Satisfaction, Ruby Tuesday, Honky Tonk Women. I really like this cover of Mick Jagger on here. Jumpin' Jack Flash, As Tears Go By, Paint It Black, and Let's Spend the Night Together. As you can expect, nice, clean Japanese vinyl. This also has a tear on the obi right here. These got some torn obis. VG Plus or better cover. This is a $45 start. The Rolling Stones, The Best, $45 start on that. Rush, Peter Brickley had that for $80. Peter had that for $80, and Peter, that's going twice, going three times to you, $45 on that other Rolling Stones compilation. Brent Rabley's in. Chris Cornell Anthologies, $49.99. Mazzy Star is $36.99. We have Mazzy Star again. We have Silverchair live, last copy. I might keep it, or at least I might open it and listen to it if no one wants it. I love that song Tomorrow. It's probably really good live. And my last copy of Rush, Permanent Waves, it does have a light sing split at the top, and that is $39.99. Michael Nath is at $50 on the Stone. So is Brent, because Devin bid $46. Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife. You got it coming up right now. Peter Brickley gets Rush for $80. All the World's a Stage. Next Japanese is Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife. Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife, as requested by Richard Davis. This is a near mint Japanese pressing, $35 start. No condition notes on the vinyl. You know what that means. Near mint, pristine. We have Japanese insert. Does have the lyric insert with it. Just a little bit of a stain right there. That's it. Cover's really nice. No other damage to the obi or anything. $35 on that. Stephen Tuttle put SC. By the way, the Stones is at $55, $55, $55. Michael's out. Brent's at $55. Stephen Tuttle put SC, and that was for Silverchair. That sold to him. All right, so those titles one more time were Rush, Mazzy Star, Chris Cornell, Chicago, Johnny Thunders, Cake, MC5, Allman Brothers, Kiss Kiss, Iron Maiden, Clash, Tyler Childers, Jimi Hendrix, Last Aerosmith, Elton John, Motley Crue, and Dave Matthews Band. Bryan Adams is now at 40. Rolling Stones is at 55. Anybody else want to see anything in there? I'm going to scoot this other crate of new vinyl over and go through it right quick. I think during part 2, I'm going to go ahead and let you know in case you lose connection or you don't come back to part 2. We're going to pause in just a second. I think I'm going to run 1 or 2 more auctions. I think I've got time. We'll have to do them quick. The Cinderella Japanese, yeah, I was going to go ahead and run that one during part 1. And then part 2, we'll have discount bins. I've got a $19.99 flip crate. I think y'all know how good that stuff is. Another $14.99 flip crate, and then we've got some $7 and $5 crates. We'll probably go back through. The stuff also we've shown tonight, and if we want to do a little bit of discounting, I may consider it on a few things. All right, Michael was out on the stones. I think it was down to Brent and Michael, so let's go ahead and sell the stones for $55 to Brent Rabley. Brian Adams is at 40. Richard's at 41. Marty, let me know if you're in or out on Marty. Marty, let me know if you're in or out on Brian Adams. $41 start on that. All right, here's a really good one. Cinderella Night Songs. I have not put this one up yet. Man, this is the same thing as Queensryche. $75 start. Cinderella Night Songs. Nice, near mint, Japanese pressing. Very, very nice. Japanese pressing of Cinderella Night Songs. This is a $75 start. It has some spindle marks. Just they kind of stand out. I just want to bring it to your attention, but the label has a lot of spindle marks on it, you know, where they might have had a pointed spindle. But that is a $75 start. It is near mint. Cinderella Night Songs. What do we have here? There's the Japanese insert. A little bit of foxing and a couple stains on that one. And there's the cover with Obi. Don't get that one too often. All right, they're still bidding on Brian Adams. That's a $75 start. New vinyl. Here's some new vinyl we've got in. We have REM, Out of Time, $36.99, featuring probably one of their biggest hits, Losing My Religion. Sturgill Simpson, Metamodern Sound. Sturgill is $28.99. High Top Mountain, Sturgill's $28.99. Last copy of Phil Collins' The Singles. That's a 2LP Phil Collins Greatest Hits, $44.99 for that. Genesis Invisible Touch, $31.99. Richard Marx, Songwriter, $38.99. Metallica S&M 3LP, $59.99. REM, there's another Out of Time. Let me put that one back there with this one. I'll probably put them up here, actually. The Polar Express soundtrack on ice-colored vinyl, $26.99. Alice Cooper Live from the AstroTurf, $36.99. Several copies still left of Rage Against the Machine Renegades, $31.99. Bob Dylan and the Grateful Dead Live, Dylan and the Dead, $28.99. Or actually, I don't know if is that live? Yeah, I think that's live. Godfather 3 soundtrack, $39.99. You might need that for your Godfather collection. Pearl Jam Versus, $34.99. Morgan Wallen, If I Know Me, $29.99. Collective Soul Vibrating, that's our last copy on blue vinyl, $31.99. More Chris Cornell's, $49.99. The Best of Warren Zevon on purple vinyl, $29.99. And Silverchair Frog Stomp, Silverchair Frog Stomp is $54.99. Richard, are you out on Brian Adams? Because Marty's at 45. Just let me know, Richard, if you are. How's the Metallica cover condition? It is fine. This is new and sealed. No corner dings. Maybe just, the shrink. Some of these, the shrink wrap gets so tight, it almost starts bending the corners, but there's some that they're always like that. That's $59.99, triple LP. Edward wants PC. That's probably for Phil Collins. Let me know if that's not right. Edward Star Wars. Scott Sneed wants a Polar Express. Richard Davis says he's out. Marty Kramer is at 45 on Brian Adams. That's going once, going twice. And Cinderella, I was looking for a $75 start for that. Ryan Rice on The Godfather. Ryan Rice wants The Godfather. Dylan Dead is live. Where did we get to here? Silverchair. A Perfect Circle, 13th Step is $49.99. And then we got 3 Sabotage albums. Dead Winter Dead, $44.99. We have Edge of Thorns, $49.99. And The Wake of Magellan, $44.99. All righty. Dylan Dead is live. UF Florida's my alma mater. Oh my gosh, you're a Florida Gator? John Young? Oh my gosh. Well, your price is certainly, you just got a lot less deal making coming your way. All right, this is sold to Marty Kramer for $45. If anybody wants Cinderella, it's a $75 buy it now. There may be some people with their finger on the trigger. Could there be? $75 for Cinderella Night Songs. $75 buy it now on that. John Humphrey said 65. We're going to sell it to him. Sell that to John Humphrey for $65. I can't get it back in the sleeve. I'll let you do that. Sell that to John Humphrey. Okay, let's go ahead and pause there. We still got a lot of people watching for 10 o'clock, but I really need to reset to get up everything up here that we're going to show next. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm trying to talk very fast. It's 1 minute till 10. We're going to stop there. We're going to come back in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we'll be back. I'll have on-sale crates. We'll go back through the stuff we had tonight from these good collections. I still got an entire stack of stuff to auction. We'll do some of it. The other stuff I need to get promoted. The stuff I hadn't got to that was unadvertised, I need to promote it for the next week. I mean, we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have a lot more to sell. So, but part 2 will be auctions as well, Japanese stuff, and then we'll have some on-sale crates. I think y'all know the drill. There's usually really good stuff for part 2. We'll be back at 10:30 Central Time, and we'll probably be live till 11:30 or 12. If the storms get here and the connections get bad, then we might even have to sign off earlier. But we'll be back at 10:30. Thanks, everybody, for watching.